Welcome to the Out There channel, live stream 63. So let's just check out the sound to make sure it's all working, else we have to cancel and restart like we have been doing lately. Can't hear it. I think it's going up. How's it going?
I don't have a link.
Don't have a link. You forgot to remind me. I think it might be working. We haven't got anyone joining us at the moment, like Jamal. And of course, my laptop screen has also decided to go dim since I rebooted it. There's regular problems we have. Keeps us on the toes.
Okay, is that my link there, is it?
Yep. Oh, I can see why you're so loud. My maximum volume button was maxed out. Oh, I haven't even got the screen rotating yet, have I? Oh, well, it's Friday night. The next live will be on Sunday, same time. Well, this coming Sunday, I should say. Now, is that going to roll over? So, who we got out there? Probably have to refresh these. We've got one watching, so that might be you, Robert. Have we got sound? I think
yeah, I've got sound.
Have we got music, I should say?
You've got music.
Yeah. Yeah. Why has it got loud again? Yeah, it's gone dim again. Should have switched screens by now. We'll see if anyone joins. Maybe I should broadcast it. Can't trust Google to be doing it. Let's send it to Twitter. Oh no, I can't do it because I'm not logged in. Oh well, too bad. Oh well, let's switch it to the desktop. That'll make life a bit easier. And kill the music. Okay, I think it was all working. Hey, we got someone on the side too. Hey, I got echo here. It's put me off talking. Hey, Jamal. There you go. When you hear yourself feedback a few seconds after you say something, it sort of makes you stutter. Sort of sounds strange, but it sort of somehow affects your brain for the speech because you're listening at the same time. You should try it sometime. It's like being drunk. So, Yeah, it was. It got 1 like on the main screen. This one should have updated. It's been a few niggles. We were meant to start 40 minutes ago, wasn't it, Robert?
Yeah, so
And we
I've
just had
got one here now. But anyway,
we just had
hi Jamal.
we just had so many issues. So I'll put my welcome message here. I don't know how long it takes other people to do their pre-checks to make sure everything's working, but it takes me sometimes a long time to figure out what's gone wrong. Now, why can't I see what I'm typing? Because this silly thing's gone sideways. There we go. So that's another problem fixed. Lost live Steam. It almost seems like my R key's not working. Where's my R key? Yeah. 63 already. Hey, so now we're sort of all set underway. Looks like the likes have updated. It was up to 1,349 at the start of the day, and now it's dropped down to 47 for some reason. I'm not sure if people are signing out and I'm getting new recruits all the time to watch the channel, or if it's Google issue going on. But yeah, so start off, I was going to have a look at so I had all these tabs pinned, but we had a strange problem, so I decided to bookmark it instead. And which one was the one? The vintage one. Start with this one first. So they're claiming these are all UFOs, and these photographs, and before Photoshop. So let's have a look. The first one. So I wonder if we can scale it up a bit. How big's the writing? So what do you think on this one, being a UFO, guys? 1957 photograph, black and white.
Oh, isn't that White Sands, New Mexico, isn't it? It's I think it was second stage of a rocket. It's no UFO, that.
Object was photographed by government, but that was a video you were talking about. I'm not sure if this is still from a...
Yeah, I think that's a still from the video.
Right, because it looks like it could be a reflection, even, you know.
So I'm not sure now, so I can see power lines there. They wouldn't have had power lines near the testing ground, would they?
Yeah, we've got some power lines there in the background. I know there was a video where UFO crashes. You see it come down and bounce, and then it bounces again, breaks up into bits.
Yeah, that's the White Sands one.
Was that a rocket?
Yeah, second stage rocket that was a failed launch.
And it bounced off the ground, even though it looks like a disc.
Yeah, it did look like a disc. Yeah.
Now let's see if we can find.
But
while we're here, let's see if we can find the video, mate. We might just see if we can. What's it called? White Sands.
White Sands proving ground it was then. It's called the testing ground now. But
do you know what was it the same year, 1957? You're the one meant to be good with the facts.
Yeah,
I'm no good on that sort of stuff. I remember the video. White Sands UFO. and bounce. It breaks up.
Yeah.
UFO crash, White Sands UFO crash, YouTube. So let's see if it's that one. Probably should go to thumbnail, shouldn't we? I'll just mute
You
it.
don't need to put too much in, you know.
Is this the one? This is the one. Here we go. It looks like a different footage to what we just saw. And it comes down and crashes and boom, breaks into a million parts. It does kind of look.
That's the one.
Does look like a UFO.
Yeah.
Well, I should make it bigger for you guys. I guess it's from someone's footage. Oh, look, it's a Kiwi guy. I think I've looked at him before. Ant Davison, New Zealand. Was it a missile though?
Yeah, second stage, apparently. That's the official explanation, which most people accept, yeah.
This I can remember it, 1997, but that wasn't when the footage was taken.
No.
Looks like it's trying to recover, like a pilot is pulling up. I don't know. Missile test I got written here. So you might be right there, Robert. Missile test doesn't explain the two visible thrust vectors, vertical to the ground and mostly horizontal. I'm not too sure what he means.
But you'll always have people still wanting to believe that it's a UFO, but I don't think anyone.
So they're saying it was a GMLRS test failure. Geez, there's a lot of letters there. Americans like these crazy names. Is that coming out all right on your video capture at the moment? Not corrupting. I was there doing high-speed video and surveillance. So this person was there. I also know whose tracking set this came from. So this Kiwi commentator is FOS. What's that stand for? What's FOS?
I'm not gonna.
Is it a swear word?
No. I'd imagine so. Yeah.
I don't know. Another encounter at North McGregor is another story. I don't know missiles that can impact the ground like that and maintain some degree of controlled flight.
No, that's because it wasn't the main part of the missile.
So let's have a look at it again. Let's start at the beginning. I got the sound muted. So it's sort of like skimming like a rock off water. And it's got thrust. Does look like a rocket though.
Yeah.
But why is it so glowing white? Bush. It could easily be a rocket on the side and a white rocket. So yeah. Well, if you want to have a watch on your screen, I'll post a link to it. Oh, I really hate. How do we cancel that thing? Autoplay the next sequence. That's so annoying. Autoplay. This one.
Tell me about it. There is a way to do it.
Yeah, this button down here. So let's.
It's the autoplay button there.
Autoplay, isn't that what the repeat at the end does though? I don't know. Well, let's see. I've turned autoplay off. It seems to autoplay still. I think it means autoplay to the next one. Anyway.
Yeah, it does.
Does that stop it going to the next one?
Oh no! Does it call repeat?
Oh yeah. Oh no, it stops at the end now. It should be auto stop, not autoplay, because it stops at the end.
Yeah.
No, that's sort of done it. and it's auto playing, as you see. So I think they got the terminology wrong there. Oh, sorry, Jamel. You've seen the channel before, cool. So what year was that though? Because it's definitely not the same as the other photograph. New Mexico. Now let's go back one. New Mexico. I think I definitely did a video on this. It seemed to ring a bell. And I think I found out all those details. $1996 can't be.
Nah, it's not 96. It's been out for decades.
Could be 96. And the video quality looks better than 50s. It's a missile test. So it must have been 1996 or 1997, as they say. So that first one's definitely 1957 is something else. The disc shape is the rocket exhaust. Oh, is it? So the rocket on the front we can't see. You can't actually see the missile. So that makes sense. That's why it's glowing white hot then. A couple of frames just before it impacts, first time you can see the missile just ahead of the exhaust. So you probably have to really zoom that footage and see it, I guess. Nice bounce.
No.
For anyone that wants to read all the other comments. So this is off the ground and then disintegrates on the second one. Yeah, I guess it depends how hard the ground is and whether it sort of, I don't know, absorbs some of the impact and then sort of bounced it, the nose cone up instead of destroying it. I suppose it's not called white sands for no reason. I suppose it's sort of like white sand. Is it Salt Lake lakes they got there? Arizona, isn't it?
Yeah,
White sand.
it's where the Nazis worked after the Second World War.
Paperclip.
Operation Paperclip.
Yeah, but why is it called white sands? Obviously, it's sand, doesn't it?
Yeah, but Americans generally do. They don't try to be too clever with it.
Yeah, so he's saying it's funny how it didn't explode on the first impact.
Sorry, mate, I'm going to kill this dog in a minute.
Apparently, his dog is opening doors in the house.
Pack it in!
Ooh. The dog's got in trouble. He heard you, so is he locked out or locked in? Your dog?
He doesn't know where he wants to go. He can open doors any which way. He'd be probably back in again. He's giving me a nightmare here.
So he keeps opening the door and coming in. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, and letting in the draft. It's not warm in this part of the world at the moment at all.
All right. That's the problem with Charlie, because he opens up the doors, and that's why you got to put the rubber band on the door as you get the draft from the other room. Goes right along your back. So yeah. So this one is definitely not the same, although it almost looks the same.
Okay. Yeah, that's what I thought it was straight away, but
15 minutes. Object was photographed by a government employee and was released by APRO, Aerial Phenomenon Research Organization.
It's Holloman Air Force.
So yeah, I thought it might be just a reflection, but it's got a smear here. Like the camera's moved or the object's moved.
Is it military footage?
It almost looks like it's taking out a car window, you know, and maybe that almost looks like interior light on the roof or something off the inside of the car, reflecting off the window. So that's these ones are meant to be before Photoshop, you see. And New Mexico. So what? Well, let's see what we can find about it. Hang on, what's happened? I go and touch something and it's disappeared. One page. 1957. Thought more people might join us on a Friday. Only fun, New Mexico. UFO. So it was 10 years after Roswell. But nothing popped up in that search straight away. Is that the same one here? Let's have a look. That looks like the same one, but it's in the opposite direction. That looks like the same one. But a little tail on it. Hollow Man Air Force Base. That's what we want. I think it was Hollow.
Yeah, Holloman, yeah.
Oh, debunked. So let's see what other people think of it. So already we've seen that rocket looked like a UFO, and we know for sure people that filmed it said it's a rocket test. Debunked. UFO conspiracy. So nothing's popping up for debunk. Let's have a look at this one. What, the New York Times. Whatever. We won't spend too much time on it, but it's definitely the same photo. So what's the experts say? The internet went slightly more bananas than usual last week over the New York Times story implying that extraterrestrials are real. So they must be talking about A-tips. Yeah. But I want to know about that.
They've never taken the subject seriously.
They've used that photograph, but I don't think they're talking about that photograph.
Okay.
They're trying to debunk the other ones. That one's been clipped. But we're seeing more of the roadside here. That's interesting. That one looks like a street lamp. So let's have a look. Streets. That one looks so fake.
Yeah, it does, doesn't it?
They've probably drawn that one, have they? Artist depiction of UFO.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go. So this is the one, is it? Similar to the Arlington Heights object photographed by Hollow Man Air Force Center. Oh shit, I just gone and clicked on a button. By mistake. Ah, crap. Should have pushed the back button. Let's have a look. Doesn't look like they're going to debunk it on this though. It doesn't look like it, no. I think we'll just move on, but if anyone comes against some proof that it's a reflection, let me know. Oh, we've got a few things to go through. I just wonder if we could tell. So it's sort of got that ceiling light insert, you know what I mean? That we've seen on the last stream that we looked at.
Yeah, is that a vapor trail or something it's leaving behind, though, a contrail? I don't know. I'm not sure what that is.
Yeah,
it's not motion blur, is it?
Yeah, normally you get a thing like that. It's normally a comet or a contrail for a jet, you know, or a rocket. It could be another rocket test, I guess, but to me, it looks like maybe a reflection as well. So let's move on to the next one. Oh God, this looks like Billy Meyer stuff. Circa 1963. And what do you think on that one?
Is that one of the Dabskis? It could be, you know.
I haven't scrolled down to have a read yet, but let's just have a look at the photograph. So that looks a bit out of focus here. Out of focus, but the UFO looks more in focus than the trees. See that? Would you say that looks more in focus than the trees?
Yeah.
Which means this object's got to be closer.
Yeah, so it's a model.
Looks like two hubcaps. Looks like two hubcaps joined together to me, or dinner plates.
Yeah, inverted. Yeah, two dinner plates inverted.
Hubcap,
but only it's got a raised.
Yeah, two different types. Two different types of plates stuck together. But what I'm saying is, this is sharper detailed in the background, which means this can't be far away, so it's got to be closer to the camera, which straight away makes you think that it's got to be fishing line fake, which again we know from Billy Meyer stuff and the guy that replicated.
It could have just been filmed through the air, couldn't it? Like a frisbee.
It doesn't seem to have any motion blur, you see.
No, it doesn't, does it?
And the tree
if it was
doesn't have
traveling at relatively low speed, then I suppose it would have.
It's possible if you had a high frame rate camera. Snap, 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 snap. And the trees don't seem to have any. I suppose they look a wee bit blurry though. I don't know. The trees not moving with the wind. So what are they saying down here? So who made it? Amalgamated Flying Saucer Club of America, headquartered in Los Angeles, released this photo taken by a member reportedly showing a flying saucer estimated at 70 foot in diameter. Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't think so either.
I think it's a fake. Here we go. It's Italy, 1954. Sorry, Jamal, what do you say? Two hubcaps? Yeah. So we got
two hubcaps. That's funny.
So
yeah, it is.
So what do you think on this one? First,
you keep skipping them.
No, I got it paused. Can you see that one?
Okay.
You on Hangout screen or the YouTube screen?
I'm on YouTube.
Yeah, you should be looking on Hangouts. It'll be fast.
You
only look at YouTube to confirm the music was playing, that's all. So what's your thoughts on this one, guys? Say it before I tell you. Obviously, it's scanned in photograph. We can see artifacts like fingerprints or some sort of marks on the film on the front. So to me, that's doesn't look like an upside down UFO. It looks just like a cloud that's been forming on the sky, and it just looks like what you'd call a UFO cloud that's upside down. So you reckon it's lens glare? Yeah, I think it looks more like a whispery cloud. I'm not sure if I can get any more in. Let's see.
Yeah. What's that to the bottom left? That looks like cloud and
amplify it a bit more. There you go. Sort of looks like whispery bit here.
Yeah.
And just definitely that looks like another cloud here.
Is it called lenticular cloud? Lenticular
yes,
cloud, where it
something like that.
Type
yeah, something like that. Yeah. Probably got too magnified now, have I? So I'll just adjust the magnification again. Where's the thing? There we go. So that was the service gazed skyward at two unidentified objects. Photograph claimed the objects were in the sky and remained still for several minutes. Well, I think they're just two clouds. But as you know, clouds can disintegrate pretty quick and sort of disappear. So, but as you can see, I think this guy's lying. What was the year of that one? 1954. So on to the next one. What do you think on this one? Shall I zoom in?
Well, that's not a cloud, is it? I don't know what that is. I've got a hunch it's hoaxed.
What do you think, Jamal?
It's too good.
I think it's a lot easier than that, guys. Remember talking about ceiling lights? Does it look like it's a ceiling light? It looks like we've got a Meta Alta going around. And it looks like.
What year is it? 1954.
Yeah. Someone taking it through a window. What's it say? Alleged UFO in the sky over Bolivar 07 Rhodesia. There might be some other clues to show its reflection. You can see like there's some lines on it. I'd say it would be one of those hanging lights they have in a hotel room. It's on a cord.
Does look like one of them, actually, yeah.
That's my best guess on that one.
Case of double exposure.
Inside a car, he reckons it's inside the car. I'm not too sure if it's inside a car. I think it might be in a hotel room. So let's move on to the next one. And this one's upside down, surely. That was the famous TRENT one, isn't it? Oregon, 1950. Bruce Maccabee did an analysis on it, if I remember right. And he said it was real. So let's have a look. Photo of alleged flying saucer over the farm. And there's actually another photograph here. This one, same one. And you can see it's over power lines.
It looks a bit like the Heflin photographs, doesn't it?
It looks a wee bit like Billy Meyer, but it does look a bit higher up. And you can see that it's dark underneath here.
Yeah.
But this one is not looking underneath, so that one's different. And why is it upside down, I don't know. So TRENT photographs. I think Bruce Maccabee did a big thing on it. So that one could be a legit one, or it could be a model. It's a toss-up between that. UFO, real or fake? And it's called McMinnville Lee. McMinnville Lee. Yeah. I'm not sure how you say that. So they got a wiki on it. So
it's McMinnville.
McMinnville. What this guy's saying. Oh, small print on that. What's she saying here? Looks like someone flying a dinner plate. I don't know. It's got a It's like an antenna on top. Once again, farmer Paul Trent, famous UFO photos from the Hot Topic. Kevin Randall discussed the photos on his blog. Torrent of comments from researchers. So we'll just go through that. Partly in response to this, I wrote a long special report on the current status of the Trent photographs on my Bad Ufologist blog. Space does not permit putting in the columns, so I include only the highlights here. So he's got a full link to it here. On May, Paul Trent of McMinnville, Oregon, snapped 2 photos of an object that he claimed was flying saucer. The term UFO hadn't been invented yet. There are inconsistencies on Mrs. Trent's accounts of where her husband was when the object was first spotted and who went inside to get the camera. The Trents did not immediately tell anyone about the photo was left in the camera until Mother's Day, so that a few unexposed frames would not be. It was quite expensive back in my time, getting film and all that. More general information on the photos is on my website, debunked. I bet that doesn't exist anymore, probably. Included the Trent photos in its section. The investigator was William K. Hartman, who incidentally was the first person to come up with the presently accepted theory about the origin of Earth's moon. This analysis attracted a lot of attention from ufologists, particularly because of Hartman's conclusion that this is one of the few UFO reports in which all factors investigated, geometric, physiological, and physical, appear to be consistent with the assertion that an extraordinary flying object, silvery metallic disc-shaped, tens of meters in diameter, and eventually artificial, flew within sight of 2 witnesses. It cannot be said that the evidence positively rules out fabrication, although there are some physical factors such as the accuracy of certain photometric measurements of the original negatives which argue against fabrication. So this report's going to go on and on. Hartman acknowledged, so I just want some bullets. Hartman acknowledged, however, the fabrication is possible. Objects appear beneath a pair of wires, as seen in plates 23 and 24. We may question, therefore, whether it could have been a model suspended from one of the wires. So let's have a look. Right, the 2 wires in question up here. And it's also above 2 wires down here by the looks of it, which you can't see too well. It does sort of have that angle like it's on a fishing wire though, doesn't it? It sort of has that sort of tilt to it. Same as Billy Meyer once, where he's photographing on an angle upwards at the model, suspended by fishing line. And as you know, we're not going to see the fishing line because it's so thin that it can hold a fair amount of weight. So
I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, to me it does look like it's suspended by a bit of wire. So the object is translucent, allowing light from the sky to pass through. What is this saying? Since the underside of the object is brighter than the underside of the tank. So we're looking at this tank here, yes? Me, I'd have to zoom into that little sucker and really have a look at it.
Yeah.
Sole factor suggesting the object is distance is unmeasured anomalous brightness on the underside of the object in the photo compared with the brightness of the shaded underside of the oil tank. The assumption is, in this case, the model, the two shaded regions ought to have about the same brightness. Since the underside of the object is brighter than the underside of the tank, the assumption is that atmospheric scattering is the cause, and hence the object is at a significant distance from the camera. However, if any of the assumptions are incorrect, the photometry results are meaningless among possible violations of the assumptions. Sounds like a court case, doesn't it? The object is translucent, allowing light from the sky to pass through. The object has a mirror surface at the bottom, thus we are seeing a reflection of the bright ground and not the shaded surface. Now, the underside of the object suspended several feet above the ground from the wires receives much more illumination than a tank near the ground, next to the wall. There are very distinct shadows in the garage in the photographs, although TRENT claimed that the photos were taken around sunset. The problem is the wall faces east and the sun is in that position, about 90 degrees at 8:20 a.m. If the photos were actually taken in the morning, then the TRENTs were lying about the circumstances of the incident. I found that measuring the shadows, we can greatly restrict the size of the object cast in the shadows. In fact, it's so small that it's almost certainly less than 1 degree. This eliminates every possible source of illumination except the sun. 2004 researcher Joel Carpenter created a website on the McMinnville photographs, making a very good case that the object was directly beneath the overhead wires and close to the camera. He suggests the object was a mirror from an old truck. Okay. I have restored Joe Carpenter's original McMinnville photographs website, changing only the links, the place in the internet article, blah blah blah. One of Carpenter's findings is that TRENT's camera was surprisingly close to the ground when the photo was taken. So that's what I said. It looked like it was closer to the ground, aimed upwards. TRENT did not stand up to photograph this UFO, but instead crouched down. Well, I suppose he could crouch down to snap a photograph of a UFO passing.
Steady the camera, yeah.
So it doesn't rule it out either way. Still front yard. He shot the two photos from a very low level from the backyard for reasons explained above. It seems likely that he used the viewfinder on the body of the camera while kneeling. The overall geometry of the positions and attitudes of the camera suggests that it was attempting to frame a nearby object in such a way to maximize the amount of sky around it and enhance its apparent altitude. In other words, TRENT photo 1 and photo 2, can the two TRENT photos possibly be viewed as a stereo pair to reveal the object's distance? In 2010, an anonymous researcher calling himself Tshirt did so on Above Top Secret. So let's have a look. Oops, I should have opened it. It hasn't got to open in a new page, has it? Don't you just hate website links that don't have open in a new window? Instead, it'll take you away from the website that you want to go back to. So let's see. Not seeing any photographs. So obviously you can see this one's been talked about quite a lot. So is this the one? Kind of looks like a hubcap hanging from a wire, though. Is that the one with the two photographs are joined? I don't know. Both objects were filmed in 1950. Here's the McMinnville, Oregon object, and here's Red Bud, how do you say that word? Luminos. Oh, no, it's not how you say.
Luminosity?
No. What's that?
Luminon.
Luminon. It's a place name in America. I'm munting it, so I don't know how you say that.
See it again. Oh, Illinois.
That one there.
Yeah, Illinois.
So how you say
It's
it?
a place name.
Illinois.
Yeah, it's a place name. Illinois, yeah. It's a place name.
You sure you're saying that right?
Yeah.
Wait, you don't even pronounce the S on the end. Illinois.
No, that's right.
Silent S. Why put an S on the end? I'll tell you.
It's American. Expect it to make sense.
English, I don't know, crazy. So,
yeah.
We can't really zoom in on it, can we? It does look kind of like a hubcappy. I thought we had some stereo photographs here. For the case, just click it here. It's going to take us away again, I guess. I know that one opened up properly, see? Opened up another tab, but obviously it's been deleted. So that's no good. I thought that would be half the case, as all the links have been deleted. What do you think on that one, Jamal? Yeah, it could be fishing line. It's a shame. If it was a video, you probably get more clues from it. That's how you sort of. So when you cross your eyes to see the image in 3D, which we can't see, are small and relatively close to the camera compared with the distant hills. Another way of just demonstrating the same thing. A montage by David Slater demonstrates that the two TRENT photos are overlaid so that the wires are lined up. Images of the UFOs line up as well. Both these demonstrations show that the UFO appears to be fixed with respect to the overhead wires. So it doesn't really disprove it, though, does it? Because a UFO could be parallel for quite a distance before it changes slightly. So let's have a look at this one. Does this one open up? I'll just right click and open and tab this time. Photo bucket. I think it's been purged, no? Here we go. So he's overlaid the two photographs. So I'm not sure what we're looking at. I guess the UFOs are lined up here. So it would have moved. So you're saying the UFO hasn't altered at all because it's got no smudgy outlines? I don't know. Looks like they spent a lot of time analysing it anyway.
Yeah, it certainly did.
Second part of the report completed 2 months after is evidence of suspension thread. They do not claim to detect the suspension thread directly, or they'd have to be pretty good to see it, but instead, statistically, they concluded for the TRENT's picture the presence of a negative peak thread darker than the sky, a significant difference of 2.38 sigma for a tilt angle equal to 11 degrees. Application of the same method to the second picture provided comparable results with a tilt of negative 10.2 and results over. So whatever that means. And now another researcher has weighed in. Arizona author of the suspense horror novel Blood, or whatever. Working from high-resolution scans of the first-generation prints that I sent him, scans I have now posted on the Internet Archive. So let's have a look at that one. Yeah, I better post that link to this article because it looks like quite a lengthy one. And this is the abbreviated version, he said.
Oh, right, okay. Who was doing the analysis on that one then? Was that Bruce Maccabee?
I think he did it also. I think he did a MUFON presentation on it. I'm pretty sure if you Google his name, it'll come up.
Yeah. TRENT UFO. Probably have to type that baseline, wouldn't I? There we go. There we go. It's got on the wiki page even Oregon TRENT photographs. So what did he say? (1942). Here we go. His UFO searches, which he often stresses are completely unrelated to his Navy work, has included the Kenneth Arnold site in June 1947, the McMinnville, Oregon TRENT photographs of 1950, the Gemini 11. So that's all it's going to say to it. Yep, looks like it. So he's obviously analysed them then. Yeah, I think he got a bit suckered with those Gulf Breeze photographs. So
yeah, maybe.
He
50-50 on that for me.
Reckon you?
Yeah, it's still 50-50 for me on that one. Because UFOs can, as we know, UFOs can come down from the sky very quickly, enter water, and also just hover like a dime in front of someone. Can come shooting downwards. And that's why I think they can come shooting downwards and hover above a house where the abductee is and have cloaking on, and you wouldn't even know it was hovering there. Shoot their beam down onto the roof, which makes the atoms into jelly, and they just levitate the person up using anti-gravity technology through the roof and fly off. So I think it's very possible. So proving it is another thing. We need to catch them on camera somehow. Yeah, so maybe we can come back to this photograph, I guess, sometime. But I'm not finding any direct references to Mackenby. Unless it's on this one. So how do we search a page? I haven't got a thing back. There we go. So why is there no find option listed here? How do we, where's find? There's a little binoculars. No binoculars. Okay. History. Find. We want Bruce. Oh, there we go. Analysis. In 1975, the negatives were found in the files of the News Register by Bruce Maccabee. the optical physicist of the US Navy and a ufologist. After completing his study of the photos, Maccabee ensured that the original negatives were finally returned to the TRENTs. Maccabee analyzed the photos and concluded that the photographs were not hoaxed and showed a real physical object in the sky above the Trent farm. Much of his analysis is based on densitometric measurements, similar to the photometric analysis done by Hartmann. Maccabee argued that the brightness of the objects on the side suggested it was at some distance from the camera, not a small object close to it. Maccabee also analyzed the position of various objects in the image, as well as the image prepared by Hartmann when he visited the site in June 1967. Based on his Maccabee argued that the line of sight of the two images intersected some distance behind the power lines seen in the photograph, providing further evidence in his opinion that this was not a small model suspended from lines. Maccabee stated that his analysis of the object did not find any evidence of a thread or string suspended from the power lines. In reply to the skeptical arguments that shadows on objects in the photos proved that they were taken in the morning rather than early evening, as the Trents had claimed, Maccabee argued the cloud conditions in the McMinnville area on the evening of the sighting could have caused the shadows on the garage. He also stated in response to 2013, so that's pretty current, IPACO photo analysis that concluded that photos were a hoax. He also stated that regarding photogrammetric analysis, I showed that the sighting lines did not cross under the wires, and they did not refute this. I will stand on my original work. So that's in 2013 that he debated that it still wasn't a hoax. Suggested hoax explanation.
Oh, Philip Class. Oh, God.
Yeah, you said he was pretty bad, that guy, didn't you?
He stepped on a lot of toes. He's a very nasty individual.
So why's my view count going up here? I don't know, it's very flaky. The primary argument stated that the shadows on the garage, so we just read about Bruce Maccabee prior to that, saying it was overcast.
Yeah, and Class was an engineer as well. What the hell do you know about photography? I don't take any of his opinions.
Additionally, analysis of the photo suggested that the object photographed was small and likely a model hanging from power lines visible on the top. Additionally, Class claimed to have found a number of contradictions in the Trent story. The sighting noted that their version of this incident changed over the years. This conclusion that the two Trents had hoaxed the event. Did they get any money from it? That's my question. What do they have to benefit from hoaxing? Yeah. That's always the first question.
Yeah.
So I don't know. Doesn't say here if they benefited from it. Seems to me like it made more of a radical of them. Radical, not radical. And made fun of them.
You know, type that question into Google directly, because I'm not sure if it's in this on this page, is it?
Well, it's got aftermath. So what's it say? Skeptics continue to explain the two photographs as being hoaxes or fakes.
Yeah.
Ufologists continue to argue that the Trent's photos are credible evidence and real. To me, it could either be either way. Still, you know, it could be models. It could be.
Yeah, that's right. could be genuine.
Yeah, normally hoaxes slip up, and you normally catch them out, like I've done with Tyler from Secureteam and other people. And Billy Meyer slipped up, of course, by releasing various photographs that he took from magazines and that laser gun that he had, and so they eventually go too far. If they just took photographs of a UFO just once, then they probably could get away with it. But once they start saying they're getting visited regularly and no one else sees the UFOs come, obviously his ones were cloaked because he got.
Well, I noticed what Phil Class had to say there. He was only criticising the photographs, and normally what he did, he'd attack the individual, try and find out any background information that made him look not credible. But there was nothing there to say that he'd.
Yep.
That was his usual policy: character assassination.
So these are the high-res scans, which you can probably download and have a look. And we got some zoom-ins, have we? Let's have a look. You can see scratches. A scratch. It's hard to know, what's fishing lines, if it had fishing lines. But you can see if it was pivoted this way, that means the fishing line would have to be there. I don't know. There still could be a hubcap or something floating down. So very
sharp image, though.
Yeah, we'll see what you can find out about it. You can always bring it up on another live stream. We'll move on because we've got a lot of other cool photographs to go through. Like I said, there's always stuff to talk about in the UFO field. You don't have to fake anything. I like the new channel graphics. Yep, well, that's thanks for Gerard. So let's see. You can't seem to turn that off. It doesn't have an option to turn it off. But anyway, go back to the original story. So what was the conclusion? They said it was finally proven. Water suggests the object in question is an appliance motor shroud, approximately 8 inches in diameter. I think Trent walked into the garage one evening, tied a string to a appliance. Well, tied some fishing line, not string. Shroud with an old bolt, and tossed the shroud over a wire and tied the other end to the string to the anchor near the ground, then took 2 pictures. Logical, practical, and so much less effort for him than other theories. Well, that's what I was saying. I was saying it's just suspended by a piece of fishing line. And that's why it's sort of moving around in the wind or whatever. And then was going to too much effort just for his banker buddy. Hang on. People just do what they do, and Trent wasn't going to go too much effort just to fool his banker buddy. So it was meant to be a practical joke that went too far, did it? So where's the bit about the banker? I don't remember seeing that. I thought you had had a book on it there, and Robert didn't know all about it. But
it's come up in books, but can't remember which one. Been a long time ago now.
So when we I thought
then you only get the author's opinion, don't you? You know,
when we had that,
maybe worthy of it.
But we got this one here, which is meant to be the same photograph. Oregon 950. Paul Trent, and then we got this one.
Yeah.
So they're saying that's a bolt on the top, and tied to fishing line too. It does look like it's got a little black bit hanging down here.
Yeah, I can see a bit of a line there, faint line.
I'll zoom in a bit more. It does look like it could be something there. But I don't remember seeing it in the two photographs down here. See, these are totally different. So is it just that we ain't zoomed in enough? Maybe it's at the top here. That's annoying. Let's cut it out and zoom. It's the only way to do it. What's it doing over there? Something strange going on. It's never done that before. But it's going the wrong place. That's weird.
Nah.
Well, let's see if that works. Okay. I'd say it's been like a comedy of errors tonight. And so did it save as a question? It's not that one. Probably at the bottom. Right. It does look like it's got a bolt or something up there. Pixelated.
Mm-hmm.
We'd have to run it through the proper view thing. Paint. Probably need to get the high res scans to be able to do this properly. But yeah, there definitely looks like there's something on the top. Looks like they must have done it with the high res scans of the negatives to get that bolt as clear as they did. But it's still not showing up very well here, is it? So
Not at all.
this is one of these UFO pictures, which is 50-50, whether it's real or not.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's definitely a bolt. Also, so I've never seen a UFO with a funny antenna like that before. Have you?
They have been reported, but it's not a common feature. No.
It looks like something you'd see on a sci-fi.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, some people have, reported UFOs with like fins on the side. Well, that sounds to me either like it's a black project or they were deceived by the eyes in some way. Doesn't
Anyway,
make sense.
Move on. We've already spent an hour on this. So here's a good one for us. Yeah. Coralina, 1967.
Ooh, wait for me. Oh no, carry on. I'll just go for a
So what do you think on that one?
Wow.
So, what do you reckon, Jamal? And people out there? What do you reckon that one? Real photograph of a UFO or upside picture of the picture hanging from the bolt? Yeah, it's definitely upside down, that one. I don't know what's happened there when they put it on their webpage, but it definitely didn't check it, did they? So what do you reckon on this one, 1967 one? Or have you gone to toilet as well? I think Robert's going. So to me, that again looks like a reflection of a ceiling light. Could be recessed. You can see it's sort of got a rim going around. You know what I mean? We looked at previous live streams. Light reflection. UFO. Even. I haven't put that right. We'll see. These ones we looked at last time. Like that one there, triangle UFO. Season lights. That one there. There's a good one. Could be a dangling light.
Could be a reflection, I guess. I tell you what's so many of them. Ah, what's that one? Oh, that's that famous one. That's also a hanging light in a hotel room. So they must be all ceiling lights. Oh, that one's definitely been debunked. But that's a good one. Have you seen that one before, Robert? No, his sound's muted. Who's muted you? Can't hear you, Robert. Hello? Have I locked up? Is it still working there, Jamal? Not hearing any sound. Can't hear you, Robert. Robert, have you muted? Can't hear you, man. What's gone wrong? Jamal, can you hear Can you hear me? Stream, is it still Robert? Robert is muted. Our stream is still working, so you can hear me, okay? Right, we can't hear Robert. Something's happened to Robert. What have you done, Robert? It's not me muting him. He's gone. Ah, infinity and beyond. Let's see, I'm gonna have to call him back, I suppose. Oh. What's happened? Why is it not? That's not the call button, is it? How do we call back on this? Recall. Well, you could call me, and I could answer it. I can't see it on the screen because we're getting infinity. Has left. Robert has left the building. Robert has left the call. But where's the redial button, you stupid system? Should be there in the middle, shouldn't it? Oh, what's happened? That closed the window on us. Hang on. We're getting back. After Robert. Calling Robert. Right. Why can't we hear him? Should be right.
There we go. I'm back.
Yep.
Don't know what happened there. Oh, no idea.
Okay, let me bring you back on. Hey, I tell you, it's the Men in Black. just check that you got the right settings. Yeah. Okay, looks like it's all right. Can you still hear us there, Jamal? Can you hear both of us now? I thought you clicked the mute before you went away to toilet or something. Right, we got this problem with that stupid big pop out. That'll do.
Jamal, how are we going for time? So I was saying to you, have you seen this one? Have you seen that one before, the UFO? Are you still there?
Yeah.
I thought we lost you again.
Yeah,
Have you seen this one before?
Never seen that one before, but it looks similar to the Gulf Breeze UFOs. It's almost too good to be true, that one.
Does look like the Gulf Breeze ones. You're right. That's actually a lampshade in the hotel room reflecting off the window. I'm pretty sure.
No, that makes sense. Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah.
I would never have guessed it, but
that shows you how superimposing sort of work. Done the same, reflected the light, his model off a piece of glass.
But he's using a he's using a Polaroid camera, wasn't he?
It doesn't matter what camera you're using. This is the same effect.
No,
you still
get the same effect.
You got a lampshade hanging off the ceiling that looks like a UFO, and it's lit up and it's reflecting off the window. So he could easily do the same with a Polaroid camera. It doesn't really matter.
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure Scott Brando debunked that one with the actual picture of inside the room, the hotel room from that location. It's got the same sort of pattern on the light fixture. But anyway, we're sort of looking at reflections in windows of these UFOs, which turn out to be lights. Lights going across ceiling. Lots of them could be fancy lampshades. You see, there's another one that looks like a UFO, which is obviously a ceiling because you can see the bolts here. Right. Well, I'm not sure if my cursor's in the right place to where you see, but there's a bolt there. But I'm just talking about this one, going back to this one. So I've lost my control window, put that back. So we're operational again. Not sure why your sound disappeared. Did you unplug anything or?
No.
So I think this one's the same. It's just a reflection of a lampshade hanging down, and you can't see the top part of it, or maybe it's an inserted ceiling light.
No, the Colorado one, you mean?
Yeah, that one there.
This one, yeah.
So what do you think on the next one? 1966. You may have seen something similar to this on Google Earth. This is a well-known artifact you get called lens flare. It always forms that sort of shape. The sun is reflecting off the lens. I'm not sure if we can zoom in much more. Hang on, I'll see if I can. There we go. Sort of looks like a hole in the middle there and a Mexican hat with a blurry bit at the top. So that's called lens flare. So we go to Google Earth. I think there were some Google Earth lens flare ones. Which normally creates these pink UFOs.
It's showing here, but Gerard is with us.
Yeah, Jared's with us still.
Okay.
Now we've had people drop in and out all the time, and we're up to 4 watching, but that's okay if they want to stay and watch analyzing UFO videos together. So that's a lens flare that you get on Google Earth images on Street View. They're quite common. Why is it not scrolling? You can see there's lots of Google Earth ones. So they get the Mexican hat But I was trying to find those particular ones that make those fancy ones. Google Earth, that's a nice good one. Shows up pretty good. That's lens flare, believe it or not. There's one that's got even a bit of a trail after it, looks like a bit of a rocket. There's quite a few of them. People spot them all the time. So if we lens flare, what do you call it? Mexican hack or something? Mexican, I don't know, hacked. Probably got a special name for it because there are different types of lens flares, you know. Now, there's a good classic. So there we go. There's a classic lens flare. So for you can see the whole line of the lens flare happen, and there's that certain pattern that we're seeing in the upper photograph that I'm talking about. So it's an angle sort of perspective sort of thing. So there, if you cut that corner off and rotate it, it's going to be the same as this one up here. See what I mean? So there's the hat bit, and there's the blobby bit at the top. The hat, that means the sun must be down here and the lens flare was going up this direction. Anyway, move on. New Jersey, 1966. What do you think on that one? Looks like something from the 1930s type photograph, doesn't it? Looks like that Mount, what's that one called? Mount Washington, is it? Robert's having a drag and coughing at the same time. That's why you got to give up smoking.
Yeah. What is it, a saucepan lid?
You reckon it's a saucepan lid? What do you reckon on that one, Jamal?
Looks like one.
And could it be in ice rather than in the sky? Could it be laying on some ice on the ground? Sort of strange looking, isn't it?
Yeah.
Could it be like some type of, like they use on ice? You know how they have these things that they slide across the ice for a game where they got to get close to a peg? Could it be something like that? Shuttle board, or what it's called?
It's yeah, it's a Canadian game.
Does it look like a cloud, or could it be snow? So, what they reckon? He said he was walking the dog and saw a flying saucer. He took the photograph, which he sent to military. 13-year-old. So probably a prank. It doesn't even look like it's moving to me, and definitely looks like a fake. So California, 1951. That one's interesting again, and there's no power lines in this one. And it does look like it's got some motion blur happening. And the sun, where's the sun in the photograph? Is it on the right side? It looks like the sun would have to be coming this way because it's shiny this side. Well, my arrow's probably in the wrong place because the software puts it in the wrong place. But yeah, not sure about that one. What's it say? Probably too big now. Zoom back out. Oop, that's too much. 200%. So Marquard Jr. took this picture while on Mountain Road near Riverside, Caliph claimed that he and two friends saw the object flying past at very high rate of speed. When it came back, he had his camera ready to take photograph. Well, that one does kind of look legit, but it could also be a model, I guess. Maybe throw it up in the air and quickly take a snapshot before it fell down into the canyon.
Really high speed, it'd be a bit more motion blur than that. Don't know.
Some of those old cameras were pretty good at taking photographs, though.
Yeah.
I don't know. But if you throw a frisbee and take a photograph, how good does it come out nowadays? So let's have a look at the next one. New Mexico, 1967. And that looks like a saucer on its side. That also could be a fake or a real one. Seems a bit strange, doesn't it? Probably have to zoom in a bit to have a look at it again. Where's my thing gone? So what does it look like? So why did they only take one photograph? Is always my question. Why can't they get two snaps off before it disappears? And why would a UFO be on its side? So that to me looks like maybe it was hoax because he threw it off and took a photograph and it spun around as it's dropping. Because it looks like
lots of reports they do tend to watch.
Well, have you ever seen a UFO on its side like that? Because that's sort of a real steep bank coming in there. UFOs don't normally have to bank, do they? They've got anti-gravity. Why would they need to bank like a plane? To me, it looks like this bit on top is heavier and it's sort of rotated.
I'm not saying it's banking, it just could be wobbling.
Oh well. So I think we're getting near the end. Oh, this one here. This one here, Australia, 1966. This one's been artificially faked. This one's a fake one. They've took an original picture, which is found on the internet, and added on these artifacts, scratches. You can see it looks artificial, scratch marks, and made it a bit more hazy. England, 1954. That looks like a Adamski silhouette, doesn't it? So that one definitely looks fake. 1954. Really bad photograph. That's almost as bad as what we get nowadays. Spud cams. And Germany, 1954. Kind of strange one. Also, it could be something foreign. It's hard to tell, isn't it? What's these two white blobs here? So I'm not too sure on that one either. And what's the next one? 1951. I think that one was explained as flying geese, wasn't it? I've seen that one before. What was it called? Photographs of Lubbock lights over Texas, taken by a 19-year-old. Was investigated by Air Force. Initially believed they were lights were caused by birds called a plover.
Well, blue book lights. I'm not really sure about that, because there's several scientists that had their gathered around that seen those same lights in that kind of a V formation, and they swore that it was what they seen certainly wasn't geese. So
yeah,
I think that was the Air Force explanation, and it was geese.
Yeah.
But I don't know. There was dozens of witnesses over 2 or 3 nights, I think. 2-3 days and nights that these craft fly by.
That one there does look like geese, but this one here with the formation, is that meant to be the same thing? 2 snapshots taken?
I don't think so.
It's like another one we have to investigate more sometime, I think.
Yeah.
But you can see these old cases are very hard to analyze because normally just photographs, no video. So that one would be good to see the video to see if all those lights change slightly different distances. If it was birds flying, you'd see slight variations as they drift apart in the sky, rather than it being on a particular object moving along at the same time. So, and Washington 1947, we just got a white blob on it, which could be anything, couldn't it? So even that looks more like a UFO down here. It looks like a scratch or something. And something up here, which looks like maybe a cloud. I don't know. With a scratch, maybe. But that's going to be a UFO. Leaves a lot to imagination there. So that's the end of those. I know Scott was posting about this one, and let's have a look. We went together for it ourselves, and we'll have a look what he says. Because he believes every UFO is explainable. We're not like that, though. So, what's Jamal saying? You can see the mirror reflection of the land on the objects. Sorry, which one were we looking at? Hockey puck. Yeah, it could be hockey puck. That's probably what I was looking for. Some type of game on ice. And that one there, reflection.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah. Puck, yeah. Did look spitting image of one of them.
Sound like you're swearing then. Pluck, yeah. Anyway, I think he did put that one up sometime. Let's have a look. Yeah, looks like he's put up various other things. Oh, here we go. That's it. That's the page.
Oh.
So let's have a look. Long caption. Here's the source. A digital composite by Ray Mancy, UK professional photograph shooting creative advertising. So where's the link? From another source. Ramsey. Let's have a look. Okay, so here's the original photograph. It's by this guy called Ray Mancy, and you can see it hasn't got those scratch marks on it. So a UFO picture out of it, and that's what they did. They sort of degraded it and put scratch marks on it. Zoomed it in a bit, cropped it, airbrushed out the little bit down the bottom here by the looks of it, because it's got a lot of whispery light underneath, hasn't it?
You can't really take images off the internet now and do that anymore, can you? I mean, you've only got to drop it into Google Images and it'll come up with a
I guess so.
Normally you can add a plugin and actually do a right click on an image and then say reverse Google search. I don't think I've got it installed. But yep, so that one there is clearly debunked. And here's what he said to those 16 photographs, although he hasn't replied to all of them. First one, cloud. So we said it was a reflection, didn't we? Let's see, is that the page? He reckons it's a cloud, so that could explain why is it not open up? Here's the link. Is that the page? We'll just go through it, see what they say. That's the page. So I'll go back. So he said it was a cloud, and I said it looked like a reflection or possibly a missile. We thought it could be a missile. So he reckons that's a cloud, that one.
Yeah, it could be lenticular cloud.
Cloud lit up by the sun.
Yeah.
Yeah, I still don't know. Where's the proof that it's a cloud?
If you type in lenticular cloud into Google Images, you'll see a few images of that type.
I see there's a bit of a cloud up here. Does seem very bright for a cloud, but it's definitely not a UFO. We know that. I thought it might be a reflection of a light. But I guess it's too solid to be a reflection, unless it's a really bright light. Anyway, so he reckons that one's a cloud. And the next he said the same, I think. Scroll down.
Okay.
Oh, we need to click that show on page. Is that the one? Here we go. Yep, we said that one was a fake, and he said it's a fake model. Next one, reflection. He hasn't got number 3. We did number 3. We said it was 2 clouds. And number 4, reflection. Yep, we said it was a ceiling light, or a dangling light, I should say, in a hotel room. So he's saying it's a reflection. And 5 and 6, the TRENT one, explained here. So we've gone through all that, so we're not going to cover it. It's either a model or it's a real UFO. So next one, 7, is reflection, he reckons. So that's what I said. I said it looked like a light reflection. And next one, lens flare. Yep, and we determined that was lens flare because we looked at this one here, which has the same shape. But it's got the full beam because the angle's just right. But there must be other images that's very close to it. There's one.
Whoops.
What's happened?
Oh no, it's okay. And just
anyway, we determined it was lens flare. That one. It's one that photographers are used to on cameras anyway. Now you don't get it like that normally on digital cameras though. From what I've seen anyway, but maybe. Lens flare, number 8. Next one, undefinable. So which one was that one? Number 9. So we reckon it's a ice hockey puck in the snow. So he didn't know. Okay. And blue UFO, number 10. A blue UFO is what you refer to as a bird or a bug. And I just not seeing it being a bug or a bird myself. But it has got that sort of shape that you get. Yeah, it could be a bird. It could be a bird. Yeah. Let's zoom into that. Let's cut it out. This is why you got to zoom it in sometimes, because then you get some extra information. We've got this crazy stuff happening here. Yeah, what's going on?
It's not coming up now. I tell you, it's been a lot of problems with this today.
Yeah.
I think it must have something open. No. I think it's a bird, actually. Now he says it's a blue UFO. What's going on? I think it was trying to scroll and take snapshots. There we go. Going the wrong way again. Why is it doing that? I think it's because it's trying to zoom the picture at the same time I click on it. Yeah, it looks like it zoomed it, you see? Well, that will have to do. Let's have a look. Ah, yeah, look. It's a bird. There's its tail, there's its head, and it's got a dark bit here. Instead of it looking like a top to a saucer, it's flapping. It's like a seagull.
Yeah, you can see the other wing there behind it.
No, that's not the wing. That's its tail. That's its wing going upwards.
Tail. Okay.
Yeah. So if we go and find it, I suppose it's that one, is it? Right. And open it up in Paint. And that's not it. That's that one I'm going to talk about next, I guess. That's the one. Well, it looks like we're going to run out of time again. Spending too much time on these things. Resize. So that looks a bit more better, and if you enhance it, I guess you can see it's like a seagull with its wing upwards. Your dog's opened your door.
Yep.
This plugs the CPU. Has it gone? Let's see. I'm not sure if it's doing it or not. Yeah, that sort of killed the stream, I think. Looks like the message is gone now. Are you still there, guys? Anyway, I think it's a seagull. You can see like it's got a beak coming down here. Oh, right. I finally did the analysis. So there you go. Although it's not what I wanted. I think. It's not a solid one craft anyway. Getting slower for some reason. Okay. So if you do that, you definitely can see a beak, head, lifting up wing here for a down pull, and the tail going that way. Yeah, so
You can almost say for certain it's eagle as well, can't you?
yeah, I'm not sure if people can see that though. You'd have to probably do a comparison to a side shot. But I was trying to do the program there, and it took so much CPU that my stream glitched. I don't know if it's still working all right. David, hello. Yeah, it looks like a bird gliding. That's from what year was that? 1951. It looked like the sun was shining at the end here, but to me now it looks like the sun's over this side, which means that shouldn't be shining on the back side, should it? It should be shining down this way. So that sort of confirms it can't be a disk. But you think back in those days they would have the negative and scan in as big as you can and actually start to see, you know, head shape and wing and tail feathers. So, well, thanks for joining us, David. What's the time at your place there? It's midnight here now. We've been going almost 2 hours looking at these so-called photos of UFOs before Photoshop. So yeah, as you can see, we had to zoom right to actually get details out. Scott's called it a blurfo, but it was actually where is the page? Well, that one. Oh, here it is. That's what I was after. Scott called it a blurfo number 10. And yeah, if you look at seagulls from the side, a gull, side flight. Picked up the right one. So I asked for a side one, so that's the closest one we've got so far. Probably didn't pick up my word side, did it? Sid. But here you go. Where'd they disappear to? I saw it just a minute ago. Oh, do I drag? No. How do I get rid of it? Damn thing. You accidentally click on the photographs, it allows you to drag it to search for one. So it's like this one here, obviously, but the wings are not so high up. Coming down a wee bit. More like this one here. Seagull cruising. Now it looks like my page is stuffed up. What's going on here? Bloody Google. Sorry, I shouldn't swear. Okay, now it's coming. I had to refresh. So it's like that one, but going the opposite to what we're seeing. It's going the opposite way. So if you flipped it,
Yeah, pretty close.
bang. We're looking at it like that. Where is it gone? I suppose you could save that image and bring it in. Seagull. Oh, very small. Scale it up. Rotate it. You can see it's going really slow. So it was sort of looking like that, but the tail feather's more straight, obviously. Just show how easy we can be fooled by stuff.
Yeah, yeah. It's what you're looking for as well. You know, if you look at UFO, you can see one. If you look at a bird, then you know once it's pointed out at the end,
Yeah.
you look at it with the correct frame of mind, and kind of alters the image in your mind, doesn't it?
Yep. I'll just save that untitled. That's a good example. That'll do. What's happened? I'll just close some of these images down because I think it's starting to slow down. It's just a matter of finding the right image where the bird's not looking down, and then you get an exact match sort of thing. It's not normally that slow though, is it? Now let me know if the graphics corrupts on the live stream, because I can't monitor the live stream. I need another screen. I need 3 screens to monitor YouTube at the same time. But there's a bug in the software when it gets CPU maxes out, and that corrupts the graphics on the live stream. Well, I only got rubbish to work with here, old computer. So let's go through the list and move on to the next ones. So it's Friday night, so I don't have to worry about staying up too late, but Google allows us up to 6 hours, I think, for a live stream. So, but I'll probably need to go to the toilet in a minute. So, number 11, he reckons a hoax, and we said for it.
Well, that was Michael Shermer, wasn't it?
So he said this one that you said could be a UFO as a hoax. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, Michael Shermer is a known UFO skeptic, so you know you've got to take it. He's going to have a slant.
Who are you saying? You talking about Scott?
Michael Shermer.
You talking about Scott Brando?
I see Michael Shermer's name come up there. I don't know what you done.
Right.
No.
What screen are you looking at?
I'm the one you're on number 11, Mexico now, 12, Australia.
Yeah, it might have been Google. Was it a Google image that you're looking at? Anyway.
That was it. Yeah.
11, 12.
Okay.
Rams. We just looked at that one. That was that photograph down here, which was doctored. 13, he reckons fake, and the other ones he doesn't know. So next one was 13. So that one there we know was doctored from original photograph. 13, he reckons is fake, and we said was a fake because it looks like Adamski's flying saucer. Like they've sort of cut it out. Yeah, they cut out a negative or something and shine light through it or something, and made a pattern onto another image, like superimposing, I guess. And the other ones he wasn't sure on, so we said they could be legit. We're not too sure. And that one there says a little blobby light, so yeah, we're sort of done with that one. But while we're here, what's he been saying? Let's have a look at his other videos. CGI. So that's just come out 12 hours ago. Alien Probe. The CGI artist has just published his new video about the interstellar asteroid. Oh well, let's have a look at it, I guess. Didn't open up in a new window.
Oh, I got the sound muted. CGI artist. Oh, right, it's a spaceship, is it? Turned it into a funny looking spaceship. Alien probe. Caught on video, so he's passing it off as a real thing, is he? What's the person? The suspected alien probe was caught on video close up, so yeah, it's another fraud channel by the looks of it. I know it's fake, but it's still cool. Alien interview part 4. So yeah, enough of that one then. I suppose some people might believe it. And this one here. Alien moving. There are many users who love to share clips from old TV movies as real footage. This edited clip from Roswell TV movie 1994 with Martin Sheen. Yeah, I've sure seen that alien before. Did that also go on Stargate, the TV series? They reuse things in Hollywood, don't they? And this one. That's what I want to bring up. That was on Secureteam, wasn't it? Got sound on it. So Secureteam put this one up anyway. I'll just play it here. It's on a tram car, I think. Now you got these suspended wires going across the road. And you can see here where the lights are, almost looks like another light object in the sky moving along.
Yeah, that's the kind of bell-shaped UFOs, isn't it?
The lights look like bell-shaped UFOs, but we're looking at this faint one.
I know exactly, yeah.
It's just hanging there. You can see it's not moving. We're now parked at a traffic light here. And you can see here, I'm not sure if my cursor's in the right place, wherever it is, but in the middle of the screen here, there's a faint thing.
Yeah.
It's just a hot air balloon, obviously. You can see it's not moving very fast. And they do have hot air balloons in Sweden. So apparently it's a forklift air balloon. To me, it looks like a bell shape, but he reckons it's this balloon here. I did post it on my Facebook and socials what I thought it was, a hot air balloon, before anyone else said. But he reckons it's this thing. Fly gauge truck. I don't know. I don't know how you say that, transporting, but you can see a little basket underneath. And if you go to famous Secureteam, it's on his channel. And he said, what did he say? Well, there it is here. Looks like he's put out another one. Crazy, but this is not what you think. So maybe we can check out some of his again, I guess. We'll have a laugh. He's good. Yeah. He's good. He's good. Laugh. What's this guy saying? Very first object has been detected outside the solar system. So he's talking about the alien probe and the space rock. They're talking about it being a solar cell. We've sort of covered that in the last stream.
Yeah.
I reckon it's all BS. I think it's just a strange shaped chunk of asteroid or meteorite. So
I think I clicked on the right one, didn't I? Where's the balloon one? Oh, here we go. So what's he saying?
What has been described as a giant building-like object, or just a large object seen in the
Does that look like a
skies
building?
above a place called Gothenburg, Sweden.
No.
So give this a look.
So he's playing the same video, which we're seeing.
Yeah.
We'll just skim it. Now he's doing assuming it's there. According to Scott Brando, it's that forklift one.
Yeah. Well, it could be that, and some kind of balloon, isn't it?
Yeah, some type of hot air balloon. As you know, you get all sorts of damn shapes if you go into search. We've looked at this before. If you just type in hot air balloon, you just get so many designs out there that are just crazy. We'll probably have to type in crazy shaped balloons maybe. But yeah, you get character balloons, elephant. More character balloons. But if you type in bell-shaped balloon, if you narrow it down, because it probably have hundreds and hundreds of pages of different, yes. So bell, let's see if that narrows it down. There you go. So it could be something like this. I thought originally it could be like that one. Looks like the right shape. And you also get ones that are shaped like buildings as well. So if you type in building or house, you get hot air balloons that are shaped like houses. So let's see. There you go. It's got a house underneath it, but that's not what I'm looking for. Oh, there's one shaped like a house, like a castle. So there you go. So you imagine it, humans can do it. These are perfect classy house in the sky. And there's the basket underneath. So you do get houses, and all sorts of crazy shapes. High rise, I don't know. High rise, if someone do a high rise. Yaki to work. Probably not. It's got pictures of high rises in the background. And you also get ones shaped like pyramids. Pyramid. I suppose you're eating. So here we go. We've got a collection of them flying over a pyramid. House one. There's a sort of a pyramid shaped one here. Some good photographs from the balloons anyway. Heading towards Egypt, so they do fly them in Egypt as well. And down South America. Good way to take photographs and see it on a nice gentle flight over the bush, I guess. And what's this one? Egyptian Sphinx. Is that a balloon, is it? Oh yeah, looks like a balloon. Basket down there, it hasn't taken off yet.
No, it's big.
But you can see, if you saw a lot of these crazy designs in the sky, look at these ones here. Where is it? These ones here, look. Crazy designs. House, what's that? Person shape. If you saw that, you'd swear, oh, that would be a UFO. And I'll put it up on Secureteam. So, or third phase like those ones too, didn't they? So they can get up fairly high. If you saw that from far away, you know, like these ones here. Pretty much anything can be a UFO, I guess. But anyway, back to the video. So
What's he saying? Still nothing.
Okay, so pretty interesting footage, right?
Nope.
Obviously, your first go-to possibilities for this would be maybe a blimp, maybe a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Well, I don't see a basket hanging from it at all. I've never seen a blimp.
Can't see a basket, but you can see a little bit hanging down here. And now, if you look at that one, it does look like that forklift that they're talking about. It looks like it's got a wheel. If you go back to the forklift one, oh, where's the picture? There it is there. You can see the white wheels here and a little bit sticking out. And there's a little bit sticking out, and you can see the white wheels here. So if you see,
much.
I think it is. Let's see if we can take a copy of it and zoom in a bit more. Does sort of have a bell shape to it though, but so do these lights going across the street. Have it. Well, we'll just use the quick zoom. Let's have a look. So zoom in, and there you go. Does look like it's squarish and a bit sticking out. Looks like a white wheel there. I think it's a match for a forklift. And you can see now it's not actually a bell shape really.
It's not.
Definitely got it.
No.
Definitely looks more boxy, and it's got this little bit sticking out. What's the guys reckon down the side? Yep. Okay, Jamal, you're right. So we're all convinced. So he's saying it doesn't have a basket underneath.
Like this, from what I could find, I can't find any blimps or hanging objects over this specific area of Sweden. So I wanted to bring it to you guys to see if we have anyone from Gothenburg who might know what this is, because it really is strange. It does look like a pretty big object, which in the first part of the video, it takes on this sort of bell shape, actually really like a bell. I don't have to tell you guys where we've seen these bell-shaped UFOs before.
Fake news.
Many of the very first UFOs ever seen were in the shapes of bells, specifically out of Germany back in the 1940s.
Again, that could be a hot air balloon, couldn't it?
Germany was the very first nation to actually get a hold of some sort of back or reverse engineered alien.
So he's sort of doing comparison. So he obviously didn't do too much research on this. But I did a quick search and found there were hot air balloon companies in that location. And I didn't spend too long on it because I thought I'd do a live debunk, but it looks like Scott's seen it before and saved us the time having to find the page. As you can see, it's all in Swedish. So if you did a normal Google search, it would be very hard to pin it. So yeah, looks like some other photographs here. So apparently they fly it every year around about the same time. Pretty crazy shaped balloon, that's for sure. But it's a good way to advertise, I guess. So what was the other stuff? Anything else on that one?
Some more up.
So I wonder if such a credible person as Tyler from Secureteam, I wonder if he'll update his video so it's now been identified as a forklift balloon. So let's see, we'll go back. Because if he's following the debunkers, you would check the debunkers to see if they're keeping an eye on him. And I know he watches my stuff. So let's see, in second video, doesn't look like there's any update, but we'll have a look. Gotta mute it. So what are we looking at? Looks like a sun dog or lens flare happening there. So it looks like it's a photograph.
Didn't do a full video on this then. I've gotten some new information about it, and I wanted to talk to you guys about it today because it just goes to show that not everything out there is alien, but this story is still pretty crazy. So, as many of you know, I've done a lot of videos about these strange, mysterious glows seen in the sky. For instance, We get a lot of videos where people will record what appear to be glowing objects up in the sky. Sometimes they're localized, sometimes they appear in separate areas of the sky, such as in this footage here over North Carolina.
Now, I think we've debunked a lot of those in past lives. The purple sky we found out was greenhouses in Holland, and they use lights to heat the greenhouses, and they make the clouds glow strange colors. This one here almost looks like a forest fire, making the clouds glow. So that was the greenhouse ones in Holland.
Any major cities nearby where this was taken, it was recorded.
So he's mixing various things together, saying there's strange glows in the sky, and I think that one's called a star burst or something, artifact that you get with the light. So to me, that looks like maybe the sunset's setting and shining through a storm cloud. You know, I don't understand what he's trying to get at here with these videos, but most of them have been debunked. You know, we see that in the skies, even in New Zealand. You know, whenever we have a volcano that erupts, eventually our sky turns like orange and red at sunset, and you see all the dust in the sky. So yeah. So it looks like there's no update on that balloon, which is what I wanted to see if there was. And I bet he'll never do them. But he might watch my live and bring out one just to spike me, probably, to say, oh, here, we got an update. So, yeah. But really, he hasn't put out too much, has he, at the moment? We've sort of debunked all those other ones in the previous stream. Or streams. So what was the other things that Scott's got? Just have a quick look. He sort of repeats the same things over and over again a bit. So they're talking about the asteroid here, and here we go. What's this one? So that looked like a transformer explosion. What's he saying? Italy, laser beam from the skies. This is an exploding transformer of a power plant. The laser beam is just an artifact known as a vertical smear. So I'll just mute that. Does it repeat? Was it not playing? So that's a transformer on a post exploding. Now you can see all the sparks underneath as they zoom away with the camera footage. Almost looks like a firecracker. Not sure if I can make it any bigger for you guys, but yeah, you'd have to check it on Scott's page. This counters or 5 watching. Thanks for joining us, guys, out there. Here we got Gerard on. You could have come on Hangouts, mate. Not sure what's happened to Robert. Gerard's joining us. Okay. I just have to readjust the size of this then. Hello. Oh, what's happened? I don't want to report anyone. There we go. So here we head down the side. Looks like it's a 12-foot left balloon. Yep. I'm not sure if David's with us still. Tyler, at it again. Yeah, you just missed all the fun of the forklift balloon. But you can always re-watch it. We're just going through UFO interest page. Is this one again a blurfo? A bird, is it?
up there. Looks like it could be a bird. So what's he saying? Interesting thread on Reddit about weird flying object taken 2 years ago. Advertising banner. Oh, right. Advertising banner playing the reckons. Oh, yeah. I can see that it has a square shape. Pretty bad quality, though.
Yeah, but would you see the? Would you still be able to see the airplane?
No, they're so small. They're so small. Remember, I've done various lives on banner planes in the past, and particular one was look at the plane's only like 2 pixels on the whole photograph, so you'd have to watch that particular live stream where I do analysis and get side-by-side comparisons of a particular banner plane and rotate it and all that sort of stuff. Whereabouts was it? Yeah, this one here. So we took his video, but we couldn't see the plane, and I got hold of an original photograph of a banner plane which had the same shape banner, and I scaled it down, and apparently the plane is only going to be like a little cross, and if you haven't got the light shining off the body of the plane, you don't actually notice the plane at all. But you'd have to watch that particular video when we analyze it. Banner planes. From all the videos I've seen with banner with square rectangle UFOs, always turned out to be banner planes. And I've done them several times in other videos as well, so you'd have to watch them. But which ones I put it in, I don't know. But I covered them.
Who was the first one to jump on the transformer?
Yeah,
The transformer explosion.
I
Hey,
don't.
Rob.
The previous one, I don't know. Where was it? Like I said, he's put a few up since we've looked.
You know which one he's talking about, don't you, with the laser beam, yeah?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah. So it's,
Yeah, that's the one.
Genova,
it's clearly
October.
clearly a light flare. Like.
Yeah, it's a good explosion, though.
Yeah, it's a big one, like.
But it's,
yeah, it's just lens flare. Yeah.
But I'm not sure where they're saying it's been advertised. He hasn't said where it's been advertised from. So I don't think it was Secureteam, that one, but some other hoaxer maybe. But yeah, you can have a look through his page. But that's meant to be a banner in the sky, bit washed out. So yeah, I guess. But you can see the plane. You ain't going to see it. It's going to be like 1 or 2 pixels in that whole photograph. But if you watch the other one I did, you'll see where the plane would be on the towing line. And watch the video back. We saw a blob appear as the plane was turning, and we matched it up, and you could see it was definitely a plane towing it. He was saying it was a rectangle UFO going into an opening in a cloud, which was a mothership. It wasn't never a mothership. I suppose he's entertainment when he comes out with all these crazy fake theories anyway, but yeah.
But it is the mothership, Paul. It has to be.
I suppose if you want to have a look at those and not a member of his Twitter account, go and have a look through all of them. Go and hassle him on Twitter that you don't think it's a transformer explosion and see how far you get. You know, it's like people don't bother trying to attack me because they know they're going to fail. And
and if not, you just make a mockery of them for even trying to do it. But yeah, there's another video that come out also on Facebook. This one, which I'll go through. It's on LookNowTV, and as you know, LookNowTV has been caught promoting fake UFOs as legit. The latest one that he got done over on was by Lions Ground, and a few other people also debunked it, where apparently it was car headlights reflecting off a screen of a car, and he was saying it was UFOs fighting in the sky. I don't know if it's still around, but LookNowTV is in the UFO blacklist. Should put blacklist. And probably have UFO theatre. There you go. Features hoaxes from LookNowTV. So street cap. So that's probably talking about Tyler there. Secureteam is a hoax channel. Reddit. Hoax UFO channels. Even Project Avalon is onto it. Look Now has posted a hoax in the past. Thanks again, Alan. So you can see, just simply doing a search here, and Lions Ground is also underneath there. His channel's growing pretty fast though. Top hoaxes. So we won't go through all that. We're trying to find that one with the car headlights, which is ridiculous. Don't know if he's still got it up though, because Lions Ground's deleted all his debunks on Secureteam. If you go and check, he's unlisted on videos, and yeah, it looks like he may have deleted his UFO blacklist. Can't see it there. But he did this one here, I think. That was it here. Taken out of context by... So let's have a look. I think this is the video. I'll just mute it. Oh yeah, that's the Lions Ground one. So just get to the video. Just play a clip of it. So this is the guy called Rick, LookNowTV. Where's the video? Yeah, you're saying it. LookNowTV was saying this was UFOs fighting in the sky, but it was actually cars. Headlights reflecting, and it's going up the curved window of the front of the car as they're filming. You know, you can see it going up as the cars are approaching and getting past. So,
yes, I called this on Twitter, and somebody
yeah,
the person who tweeted it, they come back to me and said, what was it? You don't have the original footage or something to that effect. And I'm like, so I responded and I was like, what, can you give me it?
all right. But you can see it was reflections because they weren't like saucer shapes. They were sort of like stretchy, bright lines,
Yeah.
which you get when you get reflections on glass. So I was looking at this one before I started the stream tonight, but it uses the same terminology as Secureteam. I don't think it's an hot air balloon. I don't think it's this. Don't think it's that. I don't have a clue, but I'll leave it up to you guys, you know. So if he's a real UFO person, he will at least give his best guess what it is at the end, rather than saying I'll leave it up to you guys. So we'll just play some of his one. I think his one was pretty loud. I'm not sure how it's been going tonight because I forgot to adjust the volume on my other ones. How's the volume been on the videos? All right?
There is a possible triangle UFO in the video. Let's check it out.
It's very loud. I'm not sure if it's too loud for you guys. I'll just mute it again. So this is a triangle UFO. So what do you reckon on that one, guys? So it looks like it's drifting, and the hand movement of the camera going up and down a wee bit. So I actually plugged that one in to editor to see if I could pick it up. Let's see if we can play it in slow motion. Which I haven't done yet. Play it from there, I guess. That's true, David. They click baiting. What's David said? I missed it, but it doesn't matter. So it went out of focus there. It seems like it's drifting along. Not moving much. And then it suddenly got into focus there. Now, people on the chat said it looks like a dolphin balloon, which it kind of does have a shape like a dolphin.
Yeah. The way it's sort of bobbing slightly and weaving. It's definitely a balloon of some type.
Yes, and it's
drifting, isn't it?
It's definitely drifting, and because it's long ways, it's against the wind even more so. But this is why you got to zoom in these and slow it right down. And it's good that Google gives us the option, because normally you'd have to save it and play it in your own editor and do it. At the moment, I can't even see it. Here it is. So you can see it's a fair distance away, and it's filmed in portrait. So here you go. It's got that silver thing. Now he's applying some filters to it. I'm not sure what he's using, Photoshop. It's not very good filter. And you can see it has a different shape here because it's reflecting more of the light back. And here you go. It's sort of changing here. It's rotating, I think. It's got a black bit on top. So he needs to zoom in more, doesn't he? Still hasn't got it big enough to give you an idea. Now he's changed the color again. So anyway, I took some snaps of that one. Let's have a look. That was the first one, and you can see it's pretty bad. That's not putting it into the proper software. I'm just doing the usual zoom. And we got this one here, which kind of does look like it could be a dolphin balloon if you looked at it just purely by the shape. It looks like it's got a fin there and maybe a tail and another flipper coming out here. So what I did is I stuck it into the editor and did my usual enhancements, and this is what I got, a letter A balloon. So I did some sharpening on it, and you can see here we've got looks like an opening in the middle here. Looks like I twisted the A here. Looks like it might be the backbone of the letter A here, because all this is glowing here. Looks like maybe it's lost some of the air and it's sort of bent around, and that's where the other part of the A is disappearing to the distance. So it's like one of these. Might not be this particular design, it might be a less rounded one. So yeah, sort of when we looked at it initially, it looked like a fin on the back here, up here, and a tail coming down, and looks like another flipper. But when you start analyzing it properly, you start to find the details. Like there's definitely a hole in the middle here, and it definitely has like a triangle shape to it. And he said in the video that they said it had a triangle shape as well. So yeah, that's what I come up with. And if we plug it into the editor, and of course that probably wasn't the best shot. I just took one at random when it looked like it was in focus, and as you can see, it's very small. So I took it from his video rather than the original, because there is no link to the original. If you look in his description, where's it gone? Is it that one? No, that was that one. Why is it not coming up? If you look at his description, he hasn't got any links to the original. It's all advertising. 5 strange UFO encounters. My YouTube, Anderson, blah blah, music. So where's all the links? Fair use link. Which is a bit of a shame, because it makes it harder, because we have to use what he's done on the screen. So first of all, I assumed resized it. And straight away it looks like a dolphin. Then you can sort of play around with the brightness, and it looks more like a UFO. I mean, like a dolphin, I mean. Or a shark, someone said. I suppose if you do that one, it looks a bit like a shark. But you can't see the hole in the middle unless you really play around and enhance it a bit. But it definitely got a triangle shape to it there that's leaning over. And there's a bit here that's bright. So first of all, although I'm having trouble doing the sharpener, well, I'm doing live, I can't really do that, but the sharpener brings out the details, and you start to see the hole in the middle here, which I did in the other picture. The other one that I took here, can't do much with it, but it does have that sort of triangle shape to it still. What's the other ones here? Oh, that's feather on, I think. So
this is a
sorry,
kind of interesting.
what are you saying? Sort of.
Wait.
So let's just carry on. So it definitely looks like it's floating. If that was a UFO, you'd think it would stop and then suddenly shoot upwards or something like that. Something that's not natural.
Yeah, I just posted a link, and let's say somebody has a UFO. They're calling it the dolphin UFO.
All right. It looks like this one. Doesn't have a hole in it though, does it?
I'm just looking at it. It's very hard to get a good frame though.
If we look at every UFO video under the sun, we'll never get off the live stream. So
there's a good shot at 1 minute 38 seconds.
Okay. What's the video called? UFO Hunter. from our experience anyway, that it's always been many of them been balloons, character balloons and whatnot.
Yeah.
So where is the dolphin one? This one here. Yeah, that one looks like a dolphin.
Yeah.
That one's rotating around more, see? That's definitely in a stronger air current.
I'm just trying to get a comparison with that video, you know, to see if it kind of matches up maybe. And then we can discount that it's a dolphin balloon, it's actually a letter balloon.
It's only an optical illusion that you see a dolphin. Has he got a close-up of it? Doesn't look like it. That's the closest we get, is it? Certainly flying all around the place.
1 minute 38 seconds gives a good frame.
Let's have a look at that one. Yeah. Hasn't got the same triangle shape. Almost looks like a fly, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like a, I don't know, dragonfly flapping its wings. Did they say it was definitely a dolphin balloon?
I just searched dolphin UFO. And he says in the description, I videoed this twice in the same day in Fri North, Yorkshire. I called it the dolphin.
Does seem to be moving around a bit to be a balloon. To me, it looks like it could easily be a bug. You know? Seems to
As he can't shake.
Yeah, I don't know, mate. Don't know if that's a balloon. It's more solid too, you see. I don't know, I reckon that's a bug. I think he's probably lying, isn't he? UFO hunter.
Probably.
Yeah. It's just that it looked like it was turning and flying away and back towards the camera. I think it's close to the camera rather than far away from the camera.
I was actually trying to find the video that matches up to one that you have.
Yeah.
The one that guy's posting on his channel.
To me, it looks like it's got clear wings either side here. My cursor's probably in the wrong place because I'm zooming in, but yeah, it doesn't look like a dolphin. Almost looks like a bug, like a fly or a dragonfly maybe. But that's moving us off from the other video. You could look at all the different things, sort of think. Well, we know it's definitely not a UFO anyway, but
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
but there was a place there where that was flying away too fast to be like an air current. See that? See that? It sort of flew away in the opposite direction, and then flew back in. Now balloons don't do that. See that? That's definitely a fly. Some type of fly, like a dragonfly or something, you know. So, because there's all types of flies, isn't there? That's almost like a dragonfly or a horse. What's they call it? A horse fly.
You're not going to be able to discern what type of fly it is from that kind of range anyway, and I don't think.
It could be a horse. It's going to be something like that. Is it a horse thing?
Dragonfly, you mean?
Yeah, I think dragonfly might be too thin, but it's going to be a fly with a longer body. No, it's not called a horse fly. I'm not sure what it's called, but I'm sure I've seen those type of bugs in Australia anyway. I'm not too sure about New Zealand. New Zealand doesn't really have too much horrible things. But yeah, that's another one. But I think the way it was flying away then on some of the flames and coming back in wasn't that discounts it as a balloon. So moving on. Whereabouts were we with this one? Oh, that's still the same balloon, isn't it? So this one here is talking about a plane contrail. I just play some of it while I go to the toilet, and I'll be back just in a minute. I got it too slow.
Insect.
We'll speed it up a bit.
Or could it be very hard to tell?
I'll be back in a minute.
Delaware, the USA, a witness described sphere-long cigar-shaped and double UFOs. In the actual video, we see a small white object. It resembles an orb. Is this natural sky phenomenon, a bird, or something else? It's very hard to explain sightings like this. I'll throw some filters on it and perform further analysis inside of my editing suite to try to decipher what this object could be. Some people would say that this is a biological entity. Other people are saying UFO sightings like this are just a misidentified drone, bird, or something else. We don't see any evidence of what it could be. So, due to the fact that we cannot identify this, we can only have a theory and make a hypothesis about what this possible UFO sighting is. We have to say it's an unidentified flying object. That's what I'm gonna say. I recorded something similar to this. It did very well a long time ago, and I really didn't see anything when I was recording the planes flying over inside of my camera. It was very small. It was at a higher altitude. It was a bright eye.
Okay, you can see here that he's zoomed in and trying to enhance it with some filters of some kind. But you can see here it's already rotated. He's got several frames. Looks like it's rotating like the balloon.
It was very small. It was at a higher altitude. It was a bright object, much like this. I only saw it when I rewound the film, the recording, because it was so small. I would like to see it play over again with the airplane on the shot, just to see if the camera's all over the place.
So you notice here it changed shape a wee bit too. Whether it's rotated around or what, but Osman was filming the plane and didn't see this white dot. Because if you watch it at normal speed, he sort of puts the camera down at the end. Yeah, so wasn't much to that footage anyway. So there it is there. So it looks to me like it's closer to the camera than the plane is, which kind of goes with it being a balloon. I did actually do a still of it as well. That one there was not. Doesn't look much, does it? So let's enhance it. Sounds like your dog's come back in there again.
He's just having a scratch at the moment.
I had, before we reset the computer, I had a really good enhancement of it. I probably won't be able to get it now. It was somewhere about there, I think. Sort of shows it up. It wasn't there exactly. Let's try that again. Too much, too much. To me, it looks like a round Mylar balloon. Also, I'm not going to be able to get what I got before, basically, but I think you get the idea. It sort of looks sort of round, constant round on that particular image anyway. Oops, messed up again. Yeah, I can't get what I had before. It's going to be a fine adjustment. But that might work. So how round is that? So we draw a circle around it. For comparison. And it's filled it in. So that's not a circle. So it's sort of near almost a perfect circle, but you can see it's sort of got crinkly edges on it, like fuzzy edges. It's not super bright. So there's a circle there. That's probably closer. Doesn't look like a UFO. The UFO you saw yourself over above a house, that was a classic saucer that you saw, wasn't it, Gerard? Wasn't like a sphere UFO like this.
Yeah, it was definitely.
You saw a craft over a building. Yeah. Was it a saucer shape?
Yeah. I mean, there was no doubt about it. Like, I mean, it wasn't a balloon. It wasn't. You know, and like I say, when it got into the distance, it literally just went straight up at extreme velocity.
But was it like a classic Mexican hat saucer, or what shape was it?
My memory of the thing's quite faded, you know. And I don't want to be like, I don't want to be saying anything that's, you know, could.
So we need to hypnotize you.
Kind of like, yeah, if possible. I'd actually love to do that if it actually works. Yeah,
unfortunately, you're in the wrong state. You need to be in California. Then we could get Earl from MUFON to interview you, and he's doing hypnosis.
Was it a daytime sighting, Gerard?
Yeah, it was about. It was about what are we between sort of let's say between 12 and 4, and it was definitely a spring, a summertime of the year, because it was very warm and sunny. I do remember that.
And you saw
and it was perfectly silent when you seen it over the
there was nothing. There was just like there's a strange the one thing I do remember, the more I think about it, is there was a strange hum. It was like not like a really noticeable hum, like a
like a vibration.
And you know what, Gerard?
Something like that, yeah.
You know what, Gerard? Most of the abductee cases always talk about humming. So you saw it above a particular house, or was it over a shop, or what?
No, it was actually a row of houses. It was a
So I reckon
the
something went wrong there, that their decloaking turned off, and I think that's how they abduct people. They swing, like you said, it zoomed straight up, did it? Didn't zoom along.
yes, it just literally got into the distance and
Yeah. So I reckon
about
that they abduct people. They zoom straight down and hover just over the house, obviously cloaked, so no one knows they're there at night time or whatever, or in daytime. They because half the
and the
abduction.
thing about it,
Yeah.
the thing about it, nobody can discount that it wasn't seen because basically it happened at a crossroads, right?
Yeah, but
And
half the abductions happen in daytime. So I reckon you saw someone that was probably having an abduction happening. Shame you didn't go knock on the door and see if the person was there. You know, we'll knock on the houses and ask if have they had any UFO abduction.
But there's lots of people seen this. People come out of their houses, like, you know, and the local British Army base was called and asked if they were flying anything at the time, and they said they had nothing up.
Right.
Now, you know, if it was some sort of a, I don't know, a black project, you know, nobody's going to say either. But I can tell you now that the thing that really there was three things from the incident that stuck in my mind ever since that I can't explain, and that is the humming or the vibrational thing.
Yeah.
The animal's going quiet, and the velocity that it went when it was like, you know, it got like a quarter, half a mile into the distance, and just literally went straight up into the sky. And it was like gone. It was like,
don't you wish
like
you could have these a way to record it from your brain? Because that would be really cool.
I know that would be cool.
But yeah,
and scary.
I reckon that was possibly abduction happening, or someone being returned after abduction, and something went wrong with the cloaking, and you shouldn't have been able to see it. That's what I think. I think you saw something really genuine, and if someone there said they were being abducted in one of those houses, that would really put the nail on the head, I think. Or head on the nail.
I seen one of the people that was there that day, recently, and he didn't speak to me, and I didn't speak to him. So kind of like, it's like the people are afraid to maybe bring it up.
Oh, we lost Jamal, have we? Good night. Check the gang in the next live stream. Oh, he must have gone 8.
Yeah.
He must have gone when I went to the toilet, did he? So I normally would say goodbye, but as you can see here, it doesn't look like a bird in this particular video. Definitely has a circular shape to it, even though we mucked around with the color and filters. So it's not a bug. It's not a seagull, obviously. And if you go back to the video, there's only a few dots on the screen, wasn't it? So you wanted to play it again. So can you see it there without zooming in? I think it's up here, isn't it? Or down here. Where is it? I can't see it. Let's zoom in and see if we can spot it. I'm not seeing it. So where is it? Can't see it there. Just not seeing it. And he's zooming in now, so we can't look at the original. Where's the original going? Because he hasn't given us any links, so there's not much we can do about it. So it starts below the plane, by the looks of this. And then he zooms in. So there it is there, but he's zoomed in, you see. So you can see it's only like a few pixels.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to
I think maybe he puts it at the end again. Let's have a look. It's over here, see? Oh no. So he mucks around with it, so we can't really analyze it properly. But to me, it looks like it's shape changing a wee bit. And it's just bobbing around in the air currents. Oh, there we go. I just saw it then. Up here, look. So it looks like it was filmed vertically. It looks like the dot up here. So it's nowhere near the plane. And it's being illuminated by the sun way up here by the looks of it, because the sun looks like it's glowing the front. So he's zoomed in here. See, he looks like a rotating Mylar balloon to me. So it's slowly twisting. See? Looks like a Mylar balloon again. And the light's just shining off it, so you're losing detail there for lens, well not lens flare, but over light bursting where it's over bleeding over in the CMOS sensors. So there it is in the corner over here. Definitely looks like it's moving like a balloon. Then he goes on to the next one. So what's the next one? That is a rocket launch.
Yep.
So that's a rocket. That's a rocket launch for sure. So what's he saying?
To them are rockets as seen here, but if I had to take a guess at this, I would believe this is the sun.
Well, that last one was definitely a rocket launch. This one here.
It is definitely strange, but when I look even more, it almost looks like a cat eye. Is it because the clouds on each side of the sun are blocking it? To me, it looks like some type of
So that one was pretty useless. That could easily be like a sundog. We're talking about those in the 1651 UFO case, where it's the sun's going through ice crystals in the cloud layer and causing like a straight line down a pillar. What do you call it? Light pillars. Get suspended in the air. These things here, light pillars. But they could happen also from the sun itself through ice crystals. But these are city lights shining up through the atmosphere. As you can see, coming off the city lights, creating these great artistic patterns. All light pillars, you see, from city lights. So it looks a bit like that to me, that one. So I don't know, but not as good as obviously. So that one's pointless. So let's move on to the next video. Why you put that one as UFO, I don't know. Clearly it's related to the sun. So this is the next one. Again, that looks like a letter A balloon, doesn't it?
Let's check it out. In the video, we see an unknown shape hovering in the sky. The video is herky-jerky. I'll try to stabilize it here. I can only come to the conclusion that this is a UFO, because I cannot recognize what it is.
Well, it looked like another Mylar balloon to me. You can't see it there. It's little dots in the distance.
Doesn't seem to be moving, does it?
He's tried to stabilize it.
They went on to say white cloud, black turning gray, possibly a military aircraft or something like that. I don't know what this is. It's very hard to figure it out.
That's the next one.
Closer look here. I don't know what this is.
It don't know if we can zoom it in ourselves, have a look, but you can see it's only a few pixels on that screen. So he doesn't know. I think we might get it from the other zoomed image he had. Here we go. Yeah, we're not going to get much information from that, are we? So what's the other image he had with a circle around it? Maybe that one's closer. We got 5 watching. Thanks for joining us. So who's out there? Have your say on the videos yourself, or you want down the side. And that one is a wee bit better. I might better enhance that one. And hello, here we got insert pie now. Oh yeah, you've been here about showing some images that after you analyze you think and identified. They're very hard to find, ones that we think are UFOs. As you saw when we were doing the ones before Photoshop, there was some there that the TRENT one we weren't too sure. We said it could be a model or it could be a real UFO. But you have to go back and watch the beginning of the stream. But yeah, like they say, even MUFON, when you tally it up, there's only like 5% that they claim to be unknowns. And so out of all the thousands of reports like these ones here that we're looking at, only a few handful, and they generally turn out to be ones that don't even have any evidence. So let's zoom that one in, because that one looks a bit better. But yeah, if you watch all my stuff over the years now, I've got like 300 videos now. There is one particular one that I thought was definitely legit. That was Mojo's one, but it could easily also be hoaxed. So yeah, you'd have to make up your own mind on Mojo's one. The thing is, with Mojo, he wouldn't give us a location, so we couldn't map it over a lake or a river where he claimed it was, which is at the back of his property. So we could only do so much analysis, but that one had an alien in it, which could be someone in a mask. So we ain't ruling that out, but we just couldn't prove that it was faked, because it was a very good fake. That's probably one of the better ones we're seeing if it's faked. Or it could be legit. So yeah, go and watch that one sometime. And we did a 5-hour live on it too, with everyone discussing it. So watch those two together and see what you think. So let's save that and open it up. So again, it doesn't look like a UFO, that one. That one does look like a letter A on the side, again, or some letter anyway, a letter balloon. So let's bring that into the editor. Was it that one? I think it was. You can see it's not many pixels to work with, so we only can enhance it so much. It's like all videos that we seem to get of UFOs now, they're so far away. So straight away you can see it has a particular shape to it there. Probably could zoom it in a bit more even. But if we play around with some filters, it's starting to look like a silver balloon to me. some type of letter. Kind of looks like it could be a letter A, and you've seen the bar of the A here. It could also be some other letter. So it's a bit like the other one I looked at here that I analysed at the start. Looks very similar to a letter A, but we're looking at the end, this end here tipped upwards. If you rotated it up that way, a bit like this one here that looked like a dolphin balloon, but when you enhance it, you see it's got a triangle bit that's letting light through in the middle here. So it looks like as a deformed helium balloon pushing in a bit here, so that bit's drooping down, and that's sort of, it's a bit hard to angle it because we haven't got actually a letter A balloon on all the perspectives, so we had to rotate it in software, and of course you don't keep the right thickness when you rotate it to the angle that you think it's looking at. But this one here looks even more like a letter A balloon. We're looking at the bottom of the A here, bar going across, and looks like it might be a hole there. And you can see, we get rid of the filter again. There's a lot of light reflecting off it, so we're losing detail. I don't know if it can be enhanced. My photo enhancer kills the stream at the moment, so it might not be worth doing it. Looks like it's back to normal again. So enhancement. Sort of does look still like a letter balloon. We're seeing darker bits, but you can see it's clearly not a UFO. It's a very strange shaped UFO if it is. Letter A is pretty common for Mylar balloons because they use it at parties. So, but the enhancement did bring out some stuff there. So the filters tend to work better. So there's not much we can really do with that one either. So there's the letter A going that direction, but slightly deflated. And this is another one, I think. And that one there is a regular Mylar balloon. And what are we saying down the side here? A space worm. Nah. Oh, I didn't mean to touch that one. Are you going to save his weapon? I'm not sure what you mean. Weapon, which is CGI company. They do software so you can do 3D and animation for movies and stuff. He did.
It's free animation software.
Yeah, he did a good presentation. I'm not sure if you've seen it, but it's about 45 minutes long. Go and have a watch of it. He's quite entertaining. He does a music thing at the end, which is pretty good.
I'm in Florida over some trees. Let's check it out.
So we could slow it down. I'm not sure if we're about to see it though. But I think it's a rotating letter balloon of some kind. Possibly A as well. Because they're pretty common A balloons.
In the video we see an unknown shape hovering in the sky. The video is herky-jerky. I'll try to stabilize it here. I can only come to the conclusion that this is a UFO. Because I cannot recognize
I can drop names of a
what
couple of a free video editing software if people want to know.
Editing software? What do you mean?
Yeah.
What,
You know,
Blender?
no, a video editing.
I use paint.net, but Photoshop is the one most people use. I think you have to pay a monthly charge for it, don't you?
Yeah, you've one called GIMP. It's free. I use it. It's quite great.
Yeah, there's another one called not video. Oh, I suppose it does videos. This one here, Fasto. It's pretty good. It does on the fly enhancements, a bit like paint.net does what I'm doing with paint.net. But paint.net allows you to do more. But doesn't do videos, unfortunately. Only does frames from videos. But I'm used to doing it the hard way anyway. You got more control over it. So yeah, whereabouts were we? So that one there we're not too sure on, but we think it's possibly a letter A balloon by the shape of it. And you can see it's a wee bit too far away to do an analysis on it. Only dealing with a few pixels. So this one here also would be good to get the original video for, but I believe it might be plane lights that she's filming, because she talks about red and blue, and I think they might be taken off and retracting the landing gear, because you'll see the lights disappear. So let's play.
something is hovering in the sky over some trees.
Paul, before I start
Check it
this, I'm
out.
going to have to leave now.
See those two lines?
Okay, mate.
So good luck with the rest of the show. And bye, Jedad. Keep in touch, mate.
Okay.
Okay, Rob. I'll talk to you again.
Thanks for joining us. You can always watch it later.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
See you later, guys.
Okay.
All right, later, man.
So this one here, we'll just watch this one. I've slowed it down a wee bit.
Lights in the sky.
See the blinking?
Okay, at about 7:10.
Yeah.
Electricity went out. A very strange trumpet noise from the sky.
So she talks about a trumpet noise, and as we know, the trumpet sounds always been proven to be fabricated or faked. So there's no evidence on this video of any trumpets.
Then electricity came back on, and they're hovering. They
the thing about that
top,
trumpet sound, for anybody, there's a thing that you can do where if you take the sound and if you line it up with the sound from other videos, you can hear the same trumpet. You can hear the same birds and different things in the background. So that's proof that that's a total fakery.
Yeah, some guy did a good debunk on all the trumpet sounds around the world, and he said that they were copying the sound from each other and just making up a story. But that one in Russia, was it, or Ukraine? In the high rises, that was definitely fabricated. But you see,
that was supposed to be the origin of it.
Yeah. But there's also other ones that had weird sounds that sounded like train noises, like trains slamming together, and brakes of the train wheels going. There's various videos out there. Someone, I think that was legit. I think what happened is they picked up the sound, started a video, and I think it was a train yard near like a factory or something, and the train was slowing down, the wheels were squeaking, and sort of braked, and then the carriages behind sort of went boom type sound. But yeah, I'm not sure if I got hold of that video link anywhere, but we'll just look at this one. But so she claims trumpet sound, so straight away that puts it into the suspicious category. And then she started filming these lights. So we didn't see where the lights come from, whether they went up from behind the trees. But looks like one's blinking out now.
Right. This is not a real good video, but the colors are actually, they're not just white. Sometimes it's red and green and white, or it's white. They're changing colors.
The person that recorded this video said this UFO sighting was accompanied by loud trumpet noises. They also added they lost electricity for 10 seconds as they witnessed two bright lights hovering for about 10 minutes in Texas in the USA. In the witnesses' own words, you can hear them describe what they heard as trumpet sounds.
Yeah, that looks like they're flying away.
Yeah.
I guess before the video started recording, so we can only take the witness at their own word. But what we do see on the horizon, beyond some trees, the brighter light.
We got no location, so we're not able to use plane finder. But my guess, she's near an airport, my guess, and she talks about a tower with a light down the side here, like a radio station, which has a blinking light on top.
Light, stay still.
So this one's
Is this a drone, military flares, or something else?
And by the way, that's not the little blinking light that we have on the tower. That's to the right. You probably can't really see that.
The trees.
It's right there to the very, very right. Every once in a while you'll see it blink. This is not
so
the
that's
same.
small into the distance.
This is not the tower.
But she's talked about red and green lights as well, so they sound like
have no
lights you get
idea
on the
what
tips
that
of the plane
is.
wings.
By the way, I did look through the binoculars, and you just see it's so bright you still can't see what it is.
So you get bright lights on the tails of planes, which is what we're seeing here, I think. Also, you get the landing lights when the gear's down. To me, I think she's just filming planes.
Now they're further apart. I have no idea.
And eventually, this light disappears too. So
see the light blinking to the right, just so you can.
Looks like there's a fine cloud layer in the distance here. Obviously, it's not blue sky.
What I'm looking at the left is definitely not the tower.
Yeah, it's gone.
And it fizzled out. It disappeared. The light just disappeared. Wow.
Just like the other plane did.
November 3rd,
it's flying into the cloud layer. It's definitely flying into that cloud layer. You can see here it's got some sort of cloud layer here. Foggy haze, and it's got some blue sky because he's zoomed in here. But we haven't got access to the original video or location. But I think UFO man, you seemed loud then. Say hello again.
Hello, hello.
It seems about the right level. You seemed a bit louder then for some reason. So yeah, even this guy Rick says he thinks they're planes. I think he says.
It's probably
so he's actually pinned this one.
And the lights are down. Wow.
Guys, I'm all pumped up. I'm having a coffee here. This is my one advice in life. What is your advice? What do you like?
So it couldn't be there that he's talking about it. So I think here at the beginning, where was it?
Smash that bell button.
Sky over some trees. Let's check it out.
Somewhere there it talks about the red, green lights, but I think that's the sun going down there. Looks like the sun.
looks like a cloud layer. And by the end of the video, what happens to the sun? Disappears, does it?
Well, why don't people provide links, source material? Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think maybe we
Helps.
can find out this one who did it. I think UFO Man also used this one, so there's two orbs in the sky, and he normally at least tries to provide the link that he gets from that permission from. So let's see if we can find out what it is. Is that the one? No. Videos. I'm sure I clicked on it. It's going a bit slow. Now, UFO Man, as we said, he keeps putting up rubbish. That looks like the same one over here. Two lights, trumpet sounds, so that's the one. So he puts up rubbers as well. I'll just mute it. So it's definitely the same video. So has he got a link to the source? I don't know if anyone else has commented on it. We got a link.
Sorry, I'm just I have to buy a charge port for a NS4.
Oh, sorry.
I say I have to buy a charge port for a NS4.
You got a
My
charge.
girlfriend.
Oh, you got to go.
No, it's fine. Let's stay on. Hey, I'm good while I'm. It's just if you hear the keyboard rattling, that's what I'm at.
Ah, right. So what does it say here? Southern Carolina, but we got no date. So source MUFON. So it must be on the MUFON database. Location Florence, South Carolina. Here's the link. Permission granted. So go to that one there because that's what we're after. So she submitted disclose screen. Hang on, that's not the woman. Can't be the woman. That's some other UFO site that's put it up. So what's the MUFON case number then? So here it is here. Trumpet sounds 4 days ago. So all these UFO channels sharing the same footage. So has he got a MUFON case number? Can't see it. We got a date here though. 2 UFOs, trumpet noises in the sky. 7 AM, November the 3rd. Power.
Everything's going slow today.
Yeah. Oh, hang on. What's happened to the stream? Unstable, it says.
Yeah, my whole email thing and all slow as well.
Yeah, but I think people is trying to reconnect. We've lost the stream.
Oh, it's gone?
Yeah, the stream's gone. We might have to look at this another time then. It's saying reconnecting here. So what's happened to our?
Yeah, I think it's live again.
Is anyone out there that's still hearing us? Say hello on the side chat. We had 6 watching at some time. We're down to 3.
Look at the Space Academy and.
Have you got it on YouTube? Can you bring up YouTube? See what it's doing?
Yeah. I know.
It's come right now, it reckons. Are you guys still out there? Looks like we're having troubles. I don't know if it's Google.
Yes, Space Academy just said hi.
All right. So I'm not sure what happened there, but we got a message on the control window here saying it's trying to reconnect for the live stream. So yeah, I'm not too sure if it's my ISP or Google, but yeah, we're trying to find this MUFON case number, and we have got one, but we got maybe enough information here to see if there's any airports around that location on Google Maps, maybe. So that's Florence. Has it got airports? Where's it disappeared to? Always does that when I zoom in and out. It just changes where it is. So how can we find out airports in this? It's got symbols, hasn't it? Walmart. So she could be anywhere in this area, so we've got no information on the map. Walmart, no planes. Airports, maybe. So whereabouts is it on the full map? It's on the coast. Charlotte, South Carolina, North. So it's bound to be airports there, isn't it? So see if we can get it on Plane Finder. It's going to suck all my CPU, I think. And I need to go to America. So whereabouts is it? Jacksonville. How far out do we go? So it's above Florida. Can we get there? Airports. How can we get to New York, maybe? Newcastle, New Plymouth. It's not giving us any airports close. Florida, Philadelphia. We need to know some airports around there, because Plane Finder is not like Google Maps. So we can't just type a location and airports. As you can see, you type Florida and nothing. If we get GPS, it would be good too, wouldn't it? Coralina. I think I tried that and didn't come up with anything. Here we go. It did this time. So the right place. We'll find out. Probably another place with a similar name in another country, probably. Looks like it.
Can't see no coastline now. South America it's gone down to. Oh, this is going to crash, I think. You can see this is all the planes in the sky at the moment. Currently 10,000 planes are up in the sky at the moment. And it's amazing they don't crash. So you can...
Space Academy wants to know if we want to see a picture of the...
So we
what
get
was it?
Picture of the what?
Sunside shot here.
So here we go.
That was it.
This is all the planes over North Carolina and South Carolina at the moment.
Yeah, send it through, man.
What's he saying?
He says he has a picture of...
Yep. But we were trying to figure out this woman's video. But if you want to send through stuff, you can. How you get to us, I don't know, because you can't post links. So it's sort of strange because we can't sort of make someone temporary to be able to send links, which is a feature that Google need to really add. Apart from making you a moderator, and we don't know who you are, so so
you could drop your email if you're public.
Yeah, my email's here. It's on my channel under About tab. So this was the area that we're looking at, but we don't know exactly where she was. Want to go there. So what was some of the place names? Florence is where we want to go. So can we see that on Plane Finder? Florence. Oh, it's down here somewhere, isn't it? I don't know, I can't see it. Plane Finder doesn't really make it really. Here it is, here is it? No, Elizabeth. I think my eyesight's going. Sugar levels are dropping because I'm diabetic. So might have to look at this one another time, I think. But yeah, might be able to pin it offline and then look at it again another time. Can't see Florence though. Fayette. Fayette, Columbia, Charlotte. Where's Fayette? Oh, so it's diagonal. Need to go this way. So where's Fayette? Here. So it should be down here somewhere. Florence. Oh, here it is. So at the moment there's a couple of planes near it. So one plane. So what you'd have to do then is plug in the playback feature. Now we got the location. 3rd of November, wasn't it? Which was a few days ago. 7 AM, wasn't it? Can't remember now. 7 AM. Which I think we have to convert it to UT time, which will probably be 1900 probably. We'll play that and see what it comes out at. 5 in the morning, 3rd of November, and there's sirens around Florence at the moment. 6 AM coming up. So if we skip it another hour, it should be 7, no, hour out still. So it looks like 20th, 27 a.m. And the Zero planes. So someone's not telling the truth, because they definitely look like planes. So there's one over here, 7:05. And there's another one, a smaller plane. Ten past 7, person. But no 2 planes so far. So yeah, his story's not matching up. I think she's probably given wrong information. Let's just try before 7 o'clock. 7 a.m. But that sun looked too low down to be 7 in the morning in the video, didn't it? It looked like more like 5 o'clock in the morning with the sun that low down.
The stream's buffering a bit. That could be me.
Oh, hang on. Maybe the sun is higher up than what we thought was sun. We're getting 2 lights. Could that be lamps? Lights on lamps that we're not seeing detail, because they look like the same height. See that? I reckon they're street lamps. So 7 a.m. in the morning. It does look like it's like in the morning, but looks like it sunrise.
Maybe a tennis court, a football pitch or something.
Looks like a person standing there. Looks like another 2 lights and houses over there.
Okay, so this is a field then, maybe?
Yeah, this story's not adding up. Because there should have been on plane finder here. There should have been a couple of planes heading away from her at 7 o'clock, and there was nothing in the sky at 17:45. And play it from there. So 6:40 now, and according to this is one plane. So where's the one plane? Can't see it. So here's the area here, and there's no plane from what I can see. 0 planes now, so it must have flew off. One plane now. So where's the one plane? Can't see it. Oh, here it is, coming towards her location, but not away from her location. And what?
Yeah, but what way were they
No image of the plane, unfortunately. Oh, here it is. So it's
what direction were the planes? What direction were the planes moving off though?
well, it looked like she was looking at the tail fins, tail lights going away into the cloud.
Yeah, but like, is it north, south, east, west? Which?
Well, on this map, on plane finder, we haven't got a direction. We need to find the MUFON report, but
And maybe I can ask Il if it's been investigated and see what it's been closed as. But 7 o'clock, the plane had flown out to sea there. I don't think the lights were that far away.
Yeah, but the map's no good unless we have some form of a compass, you know, some type of a...
Yeah, but we've got a rough idea. We're looking at the whole area here. And here's a plane coming now at 5 past, flying past that location. So it's looking at the side. So she's over here in the city. She's looking at the side of the plane. It should be moving sideways. And here's another one coming on. 7 past 7. That's 2 planes. I don't think it's those planes that she's seeing. If you look at the video again. So where are the blobs? This almost looks like different footage. So where's the lights in the sky? Let's see, is this one longer or something?
A very strange trumpet noise in the sky. Then electricity came back on. And
oh, these are lights here.
They're hovering, they go on top, you know, one above the other, or left and right. This is not a real good video, but the colors are actually, they're not just white. Sometimes it's red and green and white, or it's white. They're changing
red and
colors.
green, see? Which is what you get on planes.
Have no idea what that is. By the way, I did look through the binoculars, and
see, it doesn't match the plane finder. 2 planes close together. They're not even remotely close together around about that time. But it does look like it could be lights from this plane going away. So yeah, I don't think his story's adding up. Anyway, if we can find the MUFON report, we might be able to. But the trumpet thing just straight away makes it suspicious.
We're down to 1.
So that was like a week ago. So there should be some other reports about trumpet sounds, shouldn't there? And
Yeah.
trumpet sounds in Coralina. So if you did a search, Coralina.
I'm gonna have to take off, man.
Yeah, I think I'm probably going to wrap up now because my sugar levels are dropping. Well, we've been going almost 4 hours. But
Yeah.
we'll do one Sunday as well, carry on Sunday.
So let's see if we
So
can make it. No.
the 1st of the 9th last year, trumpet sounds, right? So where's ones for this year? So we won it in the last week.
Right, man. Later.
Okay, see you later. Thanks for joining us. He's dropped off. Okay. So it's the same woman here, UFO man. Linda Moulton Hell. Nope. Loud boom sounds, North Carolina. Strange boom sounds are coming out of the sky. That's not trumpet sounds though. 30 minutes ago. So there's no other reports there for that particular time. So yeah, it's highly suspect that one. But if we can find it on MUFON case, we probably could find it. Let's have a look.
UFO stalker. You still there, mate? Did you send that link? Yeah, I can't actually click on here. You can contact me on my Twitter and post it. Just CC it on Twitter if you're still there. So yeah, we want America. Let's see if we can zoom out America over this way. North Carolina. Florence, there we go. I think just saw it. Where's it gone to? I lost my way now. Washington. Here it is here, somewhere here. Florence. Well, it doesn't seem to be something's popping up. Is that one? Nope. Got no photograph. Stupid thing keeps adding and removing UFOs, you see. There's one here. Nope. Only got one over the Florence. Alright, more coming up now. Nope. 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 No picture. No picture. Oh, here we go. Angela sides. Nope. It was reported in 1974. So it's none of those. It's strange that we can't find it. And that's September. There's none from November here. Nope. Nope. Can't seem to find the number for it. So they're saying it's a MUFON case, so they haven't given the number. It's very suspect, isn't it? Someone's making up some stuff, if that's the case. Nope. Okay, there's a few here. No photo. No photo. No photo. No photo. Photo. But that's August, so it's not that one. I think it's made up. Should be there if it's a week old. Now they're pulling our leg, I think. No, it's definitely not there. Oh, I think I'll wrap it up now. 4 hours. We went through quite a lot. There was some other ones I was going to talk about, but I'll do it Sunday. I've got a few more to cover. Do it fresh.
talking about a UFO releasing multiple objects. So I'll do that fresh Sunday. Got a few to cover. So I'll go and wrap it up now. People have gone, obviously. And thanks for joining us. And I'll just wrap up in credits. And do like and share.